It's naturally the result of rigorous training since childhood. He's received elite training from a young age. But they don't know how much sweat and effort he's put in behind the scenes. As she thought about it, Zhao Yuqi started worrying about Chen Yuan. He lived such a hard life. With such exceptional skills, Chen Yuan has such a large family business to inherit. The pressure must be immense. We ordinary people live carefree lives, but he has to bear so much. Others only see Chen Yuan's extraordinary memory. He flusteredly stated that wasn't the case. It's just that the family business has been quite busy lately. I have some concerns. Zhao Yuqi looked worried. I knew it would be like this. He worriedly asked Chen Yuan, "Are you not interested in this movie? I see you've been looking at your phone, playing on your phone." Chen Yuan was startled, and this was already Chen Yuan's second one. Although the angle-guided missile in Wolf Warrior 6 was awesome, watching it too much can get boring. Zhao Yuqi felt a bit uneasy. Because Chen Yuan seemed distracted the whole time, Zhao Yuqi surprisingly agreed right away. The man was stunned on the spot. Even the people behind him were shocked. No way, this actually worked. Chen Yuan and Zhao Yuqi went on a movie date. The man looked down on it greatly. Wait, aren't you just messing around here? If this method actually works, that would be bizarre. But in the next second, bro, let me show you how to flirt. In the next moment, Chen Yuan directly pinned Zhao Yuqi against the wall. Miss, you are truly beautiful. Can we find a quieter place to have a deeper conversation? As for Chen Yuan's way of flirting, someone came over and interrupted. Dude, the girl has already rejected you. Why are you still being so persistent? This place is no fun anymore. Chen Yuan walked up and told him to come here. I won't interrupt your date. If you think I'm annoying, it's fine to delete this. Just consider it a wish of mine. Just as he kept rambling on. Sorry, I have an appointment. It's not very convenient. But the man was still persistent. That's really unfortunate. But it's just adding contact information. It was someone trying to chat her up. Hi there, my name is Wu Bengshi. I see you standing here for quite a while. Can I get your contact information? Zhao Yuqi decisively refused. Why hasn't Chen Yuan arrived yet? Just then, a voice came. Hello. Sister Zhao Yuqi turned around. But she found that the person was not Chen Yuan. He almost arrived late. This is cutting it close. Meanwhile, Zhao Yuqi was waiting anxiously. He didn't know how many times he had looked at his watch. There's half an hour until the show starts. Is this really a trivial matter? As long as I can get away from Chairman Zhao, I can smoothly attend the next appointment. This is a top priority. Not long after, Chen Yuan arrived at the location of the other appointment. But does something so trivial really count as a big help? At this moment, the girl who had followed the two of them finally confirmed, I knew it. They must be a couple. Chen Yuan was just as confused. What is going on? Chen Yuan didn't explain much to Lu Wenjie. If you want to repay me, do it now. He held Lu Wenjie's hand for a moment. 2 hours later, just giving me a call is a huge help. Lu Wenjie didn't quite understand. Calling is fine. After talking to you, I feel much better. I've been bothering you a lot lately. If I have the chance in the future, I'll repay you. Chen Yuan immediately interrupted. I'm afraid I won't be able to resist stabbing you. Chen Yuan finally stopped bragging. Not long after, Wolf Warrior 6 finished screening. Their conversation finally came to an end. Lu Wenjie felt he had gained a lot. UNZ. And I have a few more girlfriends. Honestly, this is tough for me too. You regular guys just can't understand. Lu Wenjie was getting more and more overwhelmed. UNZ. If you keep showing off like this, everyone's watching. Then, he casually said, Wenzi, I have nothing to teach you. I'm just a little bit better looking than you. A little bit richer than you. The girl behind them, excited by the scene, exclaimed, no, yes. Are they going to kiss? It was so intense. Chen Yuan quickly stopped him. Wenzi, calm down. Don't get so worked up. A true man spends money for women to see. Lu Wenjie was impressed by Chen Yuan's confidence. What you said makes so much sense. He excitedly grabbed Chen Yuan's hand. Master, no. Godfather, I've had an epiphany. Please teach me how to become strong. The more you flatter them, the less valuable you seem to women. The key is not the methods you use, but whether you are strong enough yourself. Then Chen Yuan stated the profound truth. A fool is the man who spends money on women. That the ones who reveal their needs too quickly are often in the weaker position. Love is like war. It's not child's play. It's a fight to the death. They concluded that these two are gay. Two men watching a movie without talking. And they keep crying. If that's not something, what is it? Chen Yuan told Lu Wenjie. How would I know? But if you ask me, why chase women at all? Are you lacking ancestors to worship? The girl behind them watched the two chatting from the start of the movie to the end. They watched the long-anticipated Wolf Warrior 6. Lu Wenjie cried as he vented his grievances. Adam, am I just too bad at this? Why can you always get the high-scoring girls, while I keep getting dumped every time? That Lu Wenjie actually knew such a wealthy friend. What surprised him even more was, this guy wasn't just some loser living on 800 yuan a month. Turns out he was playing dumb to deceive. Chen Yan and Lu Wenjie went to the cinema together. He quickly nodded. Yes, that's exactly right, Wenzi. Before long, the two of them drove away, leaving Du Xiaoya standing there like a statue. He was a bit surprised. You two have no relationship at all. You were the one relentlessly pestering my friend, isn't that right? Chen Yuan didn't expect Wenzi to be this clever. She grasped the situation in an instant. You two are just complete strangers with no connection. He pointed at Du Xiaoya and said, you just saw my friend driving a Ferrari, so you wanted to hit on him, but he's not interested in you. So he asked you to get out of the car. So Chen Yuan hurriedly got out of the car. Wenzi, let me explain. We actually haven't even. Before Chen Yuan could finish speaking, Lu Wenjie spoke up first. Are you too serious? Chen Yuan immediately sensed something was wrong, doctor. So it was this woman who rejected Wenzi. He must have misunderstood. How can this be explained? Now it's Chen Yuan and Du Xiaoya's turn to be shocked. No way, how did we just run into Lu Wenjie? Lu Wenjie is a bit angry. Didn't you say you were going to the hospital to accompany your mom this afternoon? So you can't watch a movie with me? How come you're in my friend's car now? We will never fall into a woman's trap. At that moment, the sound of a mosquito came from outside. Seeing the girl he likes in his good brother's car, he feels a bit confused. Du Xiaoya, how come you're here? This sudden move caught him off guard. He simply turned his back and walked away. You got me, I'm getting out. Chen Yuan secretly laughed. If you were facing a primitive challenge like a mosquito, you'd probably handle it easily. But we Sigma men are different. I feel like we really get along. But Chen Yuan, holding his phone, calmly replied, sorry, I don't have a phone. The women were left stunned. Driving a luxury car and looking this handsome. I won't let you off so easily. Then the woman took out her phone. In a delicate voice, she said, brother, can we exchange contact information? Just be more careful next time. But the woman said flirtatiously, even though I got into the wrong car, who knows, I might have met the right person's brother. He has been waiting here for quite a while. If I get out of the car, how can I flirt with you? I got too absorbed in my makeup. I got in the wrong car. Chen Yuan didn't respond to her. He said calmly, it's fine. Get out of the car. After speaking, the woman in front of him completely confused him. Who are you to just get in the car? Looking at the woman applying makeup in front of him, Chen Yuan was a bit at a loss. Unexpectedly, the woman said innocently, sorry. Just at that moment, the car door opened. Chen Yuan complained, Wenzi, why are you only here now? I've been waiting for you, not him. At 2 p.m., I'm watching a movie with Wenzi. At 5 p.m., I'm watching a movie with Xiao Liqui. At 8 p.m., I'll go to the movies with Xiao Ruoyu. Perfect, but I need to plan my day reasonably. So, I can only rotate 3 times a day like this. Plans really can't keep up with changes. After all, Wenzi is my brother. Back when I had no money for food, he often helped me out. Chen Yuan made a schedule, but unexpectedly, she turned him down. So, he asked Chen Yuan to go with him instead. Chen Yuan was speechless. He thought they only had to catch 2 movies today. Who knows, it's 3 shows. Bro, what are you waiting for? Still not coming out this late? Don't you know I'm really busy today? Turns out when Zixing had asked a girl out earlier, he wanted to go to the movies to build some rapport. I'll just run a bit more. But the next day, another surprise came. Chen Yuan was waiting for Wenzi, who hadn't arrived. He was stunned. How could I refuse your invitation, Ruoyu? Chen Yuan believed that capable people should take on more work. Same day. Same day it is. At worst, I'll do 1 show in the morning, and 1 in the afternoon. Seeing that Chen Yuan still hadn't responded, Xiao Ruoyu added, this is my first time asking you to a movie. You better not turn me down. Chen Yuan agreed right away. Tomorrow. No problem. I was thinking of asking you out for a movie. Chen Yuan was a bit speechless. How could it be such a coincidence? Chairman Zhao also invited me to a movie tomorrow. Looks like the plans overlapped. He picked it up, only to find out that it was actually Xiao Ruoyu calling. Chen Yuan, are you free tomorrow? Here's the thing. I happen to have no classes tomorrow. Can't you just stay away from me next time I see you? At this moment, a phone rang. Chen Yuan was a bit puzzled. It's so late already. Who would still be calling at this hour? But the more I think about it, the angrier I get. So unlucky, backing down makes me even angrier. I was really being nice to him. Who wants to date you anyway? I don't know who gave you this confidence. Did I just kick something? Forget it, Whatever. I'm so angry. Chen Yuan quickly returned to Huda. I wasn't even that mad at first. This time, he was truly angry. He definitely remembered this loss. Stupid woman. Next time, I won't meddle in other people's business. He didn't even notice what he kicked. At this moment, Brother Biao just regained consciousness. He had been knocked out by Chen Yuan earlier. Now his head hurt like hell. But unexpectedly, the next second, Chen Yuan kicked. He kicked right over. Chen Yuan felt his heart sink upon hearing this. Damn, this woman is way too confident. After Qin Bingxue walked away, Chen Yuan remained standing there in silence. He had even forgotten why he came down to save this lunatic. But Qin Bingshue's face darkened even more. You don't need to explain. I hope from now on, you treat Yuqi better. If you try to be clever again, I'll personally castrate you. Chen Ren quickly catches up with Qin Bingxue as she leaves, trying to explain. No, Chairman Qin. Listen to me. I really don't know those people. Aren't you just being paranoid? I don't even believe it. I work so hard, only to end up getting scolded like crazy. Even being labeled as a scumbag willing to do anything to juggle multiple girls. Chen Yuan finally reacted. What was that? What was he just talking about? Did he mistake me for an actor? This is such a crazy idea. Yet here you are, scheming to get to me. Scumbag, you really disgust me. After cursing him out, Qin Bingxue turned and left, not giving Chen Yuan, who was dumbfounded, any chance to explain. 2.5 minutes later, Chen Yuan was stunned. What is this woman talking about? Then, Qin Bingxue grabbed Chen Yuan by the collar. I truly feel sorry for the jade. He would give up being the student council president for you. I was just casually waiting for a bus, and I run into a thug. And then, so conveniently, you show up and play the hero. You must be seriously overestimating your IQ. You really underestimate my intelligence too much. Qin Bingxue looked at Chen Yuan with a cold expression. Is it possible that one can lie, but another can't? At this moment, Qin Bingxue spoke. Chen Ren, do you think this is amusing? Do you think I would fall for your tricks like a little girl? Chen Ren's face is twisted with anger. Sis, is it wrong for me to save you now? Not raising your favorability is one thing, but why are you being so stubborn? 95 points. To you, how am I any different from those thugs? I literally just saved you. And now you hate me. I'm afraid you don't even hate the thugs from earlier as much as you hate me. But Qin Bingxue is watching me like I'm one of those thugs. There's no joy on Chen Yuan's face from being rescued. Chen Yuan spat out his tomato juice in shock. He was instantly petrified on the spot. Because now Qin Bingshue's affection level was already at -95. His mind was full of question marks. This woman is crazy. You can't go on like this. At this point, he remembered to ask Qin Bingxue. Sister Qin, are you okay? But all he received was a system notification sound. Qin Bingshue's affection level decreased. Only Chen Yuan stood alone in place. He brushed off the dust from his hands. He found it hard to understand these people who wouldn't listen to reason. It's baffling to him. People need to heed advice to survive. If I don't leave, what can you do to me today? On a dark and windy night, only the cries of the thugs can be heard. Soon, the ground was crawling with people. I'll give you 2 minutes to leave this place. Biao pointed to himself and said, what the hell do you think you are? You still want a hero to save the beauty? He said to the group of thugs, bro, that's enough. This is a society ruled by law now. Not a place for you to act wild, slandering me. And this Chen Yuan as well. If it weren't for him blocking me, I would have escaped this morning. He's really more of a hindrance than a help. Chen Yuan doesn't know that at this moment, Qin Bingxue has already held a grudge against him. Today, I'm dragging you for a workout with everyone. Let me show you that Brother Biao is not to be messed with. Qin Bingxue gritted her teeth. How shameless. There isn't a decent man among the ones below. While they were still shocked, a gang of thugs had already surrounded them. Brother Biao, clutching his groin, trembled as he said, you filthy woman, are you still running? I could make them cry for their mothers in no time. But just then, Chen Yuan appeared and stopped him. Chen Yuan asked with some concern, are you okay? Qin Bingxue was shocked. How could it be him? Qin Bingxue felt troubled. A bunch of damn filthy beasts. If it weren't for the fact that there are too many of them, I could easily handle them myself. With my fighting skills. Biao Gu is furious, and what the hell is Biao Gu doing? Hurry up and catch that damn woman for me. Just like that, Qin Bingxue ran ahead, with a crowd chasing behind her. Don't run. If you keep running, you're done for. Trembling all over. Biao, are you okay? Biao. I can't feel it anymore. I can't feel my brother anymore. Everyone was frozen in place. Qin Bingxue kicked the thug right in the groin. It was as if they all heard the sound of something shattering. While everyone was stunned, Qin Bingxue turned and ran. The thug leader was still clutching his groin. A bull with such a fiery temper must be fun to play with. But the next second, he couldn't laugh anymore. His face turned pale. He froze on the spot. The men around him instantly felt the same way, but that just made the thug laugh. Ha ha ha. He said he was going to call the police. It really cracked me up. The leader of the gang looked even more sleazy. He, Qin Bingxue shuddered. It felt like being struck by lightning. He quickly dodged aside. With a cold tone, he said, "What do you want? If you keep this up, I'm calling the police." "What would you do if you encountered a bad person? Do you want us big brothers to be your bodyguards?" One sleazy man directly wrapped his arms around Qin Bingxue. He lewdly smiled and said, "We can be your free bodyguards. But you need to play with us for a bit." He saw in the rearview mirror. Qin Bingxue was surrounded by several burly men. They looked like they were going to forcibly take her away. "Hey, beautiful, are you all alone? It's so dangerous out here at night." He zipped right past Qin Bingxue. "Goodbye, Sister Qin Shui. If you have the ability, lower my favorability by another 5 points. I don't care at all." But soon Chen Yuan noticed something was off. If this continues, she will definitely catch a cold. Chen Yuan grinned and thought, why should I care? If this goddess freezes to death, she deserves it. Who let him bully me? I saw Chen Yuan step on the gas. Before long, he unexpectedly saw Qin Bingxue waiting for a bus by herself, and she looked like she was shivering from the cold. At this season, the temperature difference between day and night is so large. She is wearing so little. Are you blind? At this moment, the member is driving a Ferrari with one hand, thinking about what to wear for the date tomorrow. Should I watch Wolf Warrior 6 or The Wandering Earth 7? Should I wear a big short sleeve or a big tank top? He knelt on the ground, complaining about the unfairness of heaven. Oh my God, what right do you have? Wearing a whole outfit of cheap goods, driving a Ferrari. Oh my God, a Ferrari. Chen Yuan directly jumped into a red sports car. Tang Wenxiu was so startled that he broke the car key. If he wasn't mistaken, that car was a Ferrari. The LaFerrari is a top luxury car worth over 20 million. He chuckled with some wicked amusement at Chen Yuan. Look at you, you loser. You probably can't even afford a taxi. How about I generously give you a ride? But the next second, the outfit he's wearing is worth at least over 100,000. And the vehicle is worth over 4 million. Comparing it to Chen Yuan, he's nothing. This made Tang Wenxiu feel much better. Tang Wenxiu hates him even more. I admit your pathetic piano skills are better than mine, but so what? My family background and my wealth and status are beyond what you can catch up to. All I see is Tang Wenxiu in designer brands. Chen Yuan quickly played dumb. No way, Senior Tang, you're just too sensitive. I just ate too much tonight. It's completely normal to lose control of your expression. Listening to him, Tang Wenxiu was fuming with anger. What do you mean by that? The look in your eyes and your expression seem to say, it's no big deal. Losing to me isn't embarrassing at all. What, do you look down on me? What's the big deal? Actually, Chen Yuan doesn't look down on her. She only got this strong because she relied on the system's skill points. She can't compete with that. There's no shame in that. Chen Yuan teased. Senior Tang still remembers my name. She's really approachable. But why are you hiding here crying? It's just a failed relationship. He jumped straight onto the Ferrari and gave Tang Wenxiu a scare. Hello, Senior Tang. Tang Wenxiu fell back on his butt, sliding 2 meters away. Why you're that Chen Yuan. And I got slapped in the face with my own song. Chen Yuan was stunned. Crying here in the middle of the night. Who are you trying to scare? No sense of decency. I thought I had seen a ghost. A series of eerie wails interrupted his daydream. Tang Wenxiu was sitting alone by the Ferrari, crying. His tone was filled with resentment and sorrow. What the hell is the point of my love life? I can't even get a girl. Chen Yuan even got embarrassed. He thought he was being invited to stay the night. The more Chen Yuan thought about it, the more excited he got. He couldn't control himself, it was too much. Just then, he couldn't contain his excitement. After Zhao Chairman's favorability was maxed out, he's becoming more and more adorable. It was just to ask him out for a movie, but it turned out to be so formal. Chen Yuan was a bit at a loss. At this hour, what could there be to say? 2.5 minutes later, Chen Yuan happily left. I had a great time today. Thank you, everyone. Then, he stopped Chen Yuan, who was about to leave. He said somewhat awkwardly, Brother Yuan, I have something I want to say to you. Now, is eating cake a crime too? Am I bothering you somehow or what? And so, the conversation between Qin Bingxue and Zhao Yuqi ended on a sour note. Soon, it was time for everyone to leave. Zhao Yuqi called out to everyone, saying, be careful on your way home. Until the favorability score hit -90. Chen Yuan, who was eating cake, choked on the sudden turn of events. He cursed in his heart, "Big sis. Why am I caught in the crossfire again? What did I do to you? Are you crazy? How could you be so foolish? Where's your sense of responsibility and ambition? That jerk really messed you up." Meanwhile, her fondness for Qin Yuan dropped again. It dropped by 5 points consecutively. So she shyly said, Sister Qin Shui, actually, I've been thinking whether I should resign from the student council. That way, I would have more time to spend with Qin Yuan." Wen Yan and Qin Bingshui were shocked. "You don't even resemble one of the top 5 and 4 anymore. A senior student council member who holds herself to high standards." Zhao Yuqi was startled. She didn't hear a word. Her mind was full of worry that Qin Bingshui might like her. No need to say more. He suddenly leaned close to Zhao Yuqi. "Love makes people blind. Turns out it wasn't just talk. Look at the state you're in now. It really is still there. Qin Yuan and I are not what you think. We are still very innocent." But Qin Bingshui said firmly, "I will decide everything. Sister Qin Shui, I have always respected you. Besides, regarding the student council president position, I might not have the capability, so you don't need to consider me." And she had her eyes on me all along. He immediately panicked. "The little sister is sweating profusely. What are we going to do now?" He was dancing around, refusing Qin Bingshui. Neither of them would back down. So now that Qin Bingshui is handing over the position to him, he is completely shocked. Could it be Zhao Yuqi is having some bad thoughts? Is Qin Shui really the lesbian from the rumors? "You're giving the president position to me?" No way, no way. This is too explosive. Because his relationship with Qin Bingshui wasn't actually as good as it seemed. In the past, the two of them always clashed over student council matters. Seeing Zhao Yuqi hesitate slightly, he continued, "I'm about to graduate. I'm planning to hand over the student council president position to you." This caught Zhao Yuqi off guard. He was shocked. Zhao Yuqi was stunned upon hearing this. "Why? No reason. Qin Yuan has been entangled with many girls at school. I don't want you to get caught up in the emotional mess of a jerk. What could Qin Bingshui possibly want to say to me?" After coming to the balcony, Qin Bingshui said earnestly, "Yuqi, I think it's better for you to stay away from Qin Yuan in the future. It's best to keep your distance." As Zhao Yuqi was calling out to her classmates, Qin Bingshui found her at that moment. "Yuqi, do you have a moment? I have something to tell you." Upon hearing this, Zhao Yuqi was a bit confused. Could it be that I really am a lecher? That can't be true. He looked at Qin Bingshui, his face completely flushed. No way, this absolutely can't be true. The lecherous one must be just the system. Is she crazy or what? Zhao Yuqi was dumbfounded on the side. Has Qin Yuan been affected badly? At this moment, Qin Yuan secretly glanced at Qin Bingshui. "This system binds people to me randomly every day. That woman is like a lunatic. And her favorability rating of me is -80. What the hell? We only said a few words the first time we met. Just one sentence." He slammed the system window to the ground. "Damn it, are you broken? Last time, you bound me to Xin Shui, and now to Qin Bingshui. I don't want to suck up to her." The system indicated that the simping mission had begun. In an instant, Qin Bingshui was bound. Completing the task will reward you with 35 enhancement points. Skill, Combat Mastery. Qin Yuan was furious. Zhao Yuqi hurriedly stopped Sister Qin Shui. "That's just how he is. Sharp tongue, soft heart. Don't take it to heart." Suddenly, there was a ding sound. "We don't even know each other. How could you say that about me?" He watched Qin Bingshui leave. He just lashed out furiously. "This woman is really nuts. If you ask me, people like you are talented but unethical. You're just trash." Qin Yuan was stunned by the insult. He almost couldn't hold back his anger. "You were the one playing the piano just now, right?" "Why yes. I recently heard that you've been quite the troublemaker at school, flirting around, and maintaining ambiguous relationships with many girls." "Hello, Senior Qin. I've heard so much about you." Hearing the name Qin Yuan, Qin Bingshui looked a bit surprised. "So, you're Qin Yuan." Qin Yuan is sweating profusely, feeling really anxious inside. "Why do I have to introduce him? Oh my, the pressure is intense." He stutters while greeting Qin Bingshui. "That's why we're late." At this moment, Zhao Yuqi introduced to Qin Bingshui, "It's fine. Let me introduce you. This is Qin Yuan, my boyfriend." Hearing this, Qin Yuan instantly lost it. "What are you doing? You even called him over." Qin Bingshui coldly said, "Sorry. Yuqi was stuck in traffic just now. He just wants to be a simp, not a dead dog." Unexpectedly, Zhao Yuqi directly called Qin Bingshui over. Over here. "Sister Qin Shui, you're so late. A woman like her. I can't wait to stay as far away as possible. Her mind is seriously messed up. She can't handle it. That's the abyss of extinction." Chen Yuan directly commented on Zhao Yuqi's chin. Then he flirtatiously said, out of the 3,000 waters, I only take a sip from one. In my heart, you are the most beautiful. But deep inside, he was extremely disgusted by Qin Bingxue. Since then, she has had a deep hatred for men. She directly turned into a man-hater. At this time, Zhao Yuqi asked brother Qin Yuan, do you think I'm pretty or is sister Qin Shui prettier? Many people ship their CP. All of this is rooted in Qin Bingshue's tragic experiences during her childhood. It is said that she was kidnapped by human traffickers at that time. Although she was ultimately rescued without harm, it left an indelible psychological scar on her. It's her hostile attitude towards boys. She can't fight them off. She might just be trembling in fear. As a result, many people speculate that Qin Bingxue might actually like girls. As the president of the student council, she and vice president Zhao Yuqi are both admired for their high looks. So Qin Bingxue has been voted as the top campus beauty at Fuda for 4 consecutive years. But she's every guy's nightmare. No guy who sees her doesn't try to avoid her. They're all scared to get involved with her. The reason she is most famous is not her stunning looks. A graceful figure was fully revealed. Is this Qin Bingxue, the number 1 on the campus beauty ranking? Both guys and girls are falling for her. Oh my, it's the first time I've seen her in person. She's totally my goddess. The members of Wenyang also looked over. Qin Bingxue, that name sounds familiar. Zhao Yuqi also quickly glanced over. She wanted to see who stole her spotlight. Looking towards the door. Just then, there was another commotion in the crowd. Was that Qin Bingxue? I didn't expect Sister Qin Shui to be here too. Wow, it really is her. Tang Wenxiu behind him couldn't feel worse. This time, he lost. Completely lost. He crouched alone in the corner. In the past 20 years, he had never felt so defeated. Surprises. She leaned against Chen Yuan. This is my happiest birthday ever. Thank you, Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan teased, consider it my second gift for you. So, Chairman Zhao, how do you plan to thank me? Watching them show off their affection. How should I spend it? And how should I allocate these 25 reward points? It feels like spending it anywhere is appropriate. Zhao Yuqi excitedly said at this moment, Chen Yuan, you've really given me a lot of. The cup in his hand is shaking. This is the largest cash back he has ever encountered. Oh my god. This 60 million villa was a good buy. There is so much money. Looking at the numbers in front of them, the members' eyes were glued to the money. Simp target number 3 has spent a total of 78.16 million yuan, rewarding the host 7.18 million yuan. This is the first time Chen Yuan has seen so much money. Zhao Yuqi's favorability towards the host exceeded 95 points. Congratulations to the host for successfully turning the tables. The host's piano mastery has leveled up to 60. Zhao Yuqi has successfully been converted into the host's simp. Reward, 26 enhancement points. Such a man is simply the best of the best. A true treasure boy. Choosing him was indeed the right decision. Instantly, Zhao Yuqi's favorability increased by 5 points. The next second, the system prompted for the third affectionate target. Senior Tang is digging his own hole here. Ha ha ha, Zhao Yuqi couldn't be more pleased with himself. I knew I didn't misjudge him. Chen Ren not only has astonishing wealth, but his artistic cultivation is also at least 2 or 3 levels high. The students immediately burst into thunderous applause. So, this student was hiding their talent all along. Such talent. No wonder Chairman Zhao looks at them differently. Indeed, the difference in skill is clear. Having talent is a good thing, but the piano is meant to express the beauty of the heart, not a toy to compete over. Chen Yan's series of actions left Tang Xiuwen dumbfounded. He blankly nodded in agreement. This startled him. Xiuwen, actually your skills are quite good too. Keep working hard. You will achieve something. He just stuffed the cigarette into Tang Xiuwen's mouth. He directly pulled out a cigarette, then placed it on the guitar strings. The next second, the intense heat made the cigarette sizzle and smoke. Before long, it actually ignited. Chen Yuan slapped Tang Xiuwen on the shoulder. Everyone looked dumbfounded. The scene was completely silent. All the audience members had their mouths agape, frozen in place. Seeing this, he didn't say much more. He lets out a long sigh. The aura around suddenly dissipated, as if it had never appeared. After finishing, I thought I would at least receive some applause or cheers. But when Chen Yuan looked down, instead, they are completely immersed in the music. 2.5 minutes later, Chen Yuan's ruthless iron hand has already retracted. With the final key pressed down, the entire piece has been performed. Every note played is incredibly precise and fierce, piercing the soul. It's like an unrelenting Gatling gun. The audience's eardrums are ruthlessly bombarded, yet the viewers feel no discomfort at all. Oh my god, it's like Beethoven is really beside him. I didn't expect anyone could actually master it. The training for this technique is brutally harsh. Perseverance, talent, and physical stamina are all essential. Once mastered, could it be that long-lost technique the teacher mentioned? Beethoven's basic method for fast arpeggio playing. As long as you master this skill, you can play as fast as a duet, and the pitch accuracy won't be any less than that of a solo. My goodness, he was playing a duet all by himself. This is just too incredible. What is this? Do you see? Does he have 4 arms? Am I seeing things? At this moment, in front of the piano, Chen Yuan's hands were moving so fast they almost looked like 4. The surrounding atmosphere kept intensifying. The tempo was still accelerating. The students below looked as if they'd seen a ghost. There were even afterimages. Tang Wenxiu panicked even more. By now, he was already drenched in sweat. This kid can still speed up so fast. And not a single note was off. Chen Yuan wanted to laugh. Already shocked this fast. The real skills are still coming. Just wait, I'll show you something in a moment. The next second, Chen Yuan's speed increased. Plays it even better. It's absolutely impossible for anyone to memorize an entire score in such a short time. Let alone, it's my original composition. What's up with this guy? Everything went as expected. This is absolutely impossible. Isn't this the piece I just played? How could he play it too? And, he's even more skilled at playing this than I am. At this moment, Chen Yuan has already begun to play. Every time he strikes a key, it feels as if notes are dancing around him. And the melody that dances is so familiar. Tang Wenxiu's pupils tremble. It made Tang Wenxiu's face darken. What the hell is this? This kid's momentum suddenly shifted. How did he become so oppressive? Something's not right, very not right. The next second, Chen Yuan called the system. System, give me 50 years of enhanced piano experience. In an instant, the aura around Chen Yuan began to change. It was as if some magical power enveloped him. The change was too fast. Looking at Tang Wenxiu across from him, Chen Yuan couldn't help but laugh. Still waiting for me to embarrass myself, trying to step over me to get ahead. You're dreaming. I only need 10 enhancement points. Then I can cheat and learn the piano instantly. With these attribute points boosting me, what do you have to compete with me? Doesn't that just slap you in the face? Chen Yuan is also freaking out inside. I can play the piano. I can't play the piano at all. I might as well use my head. But I have enhancement points I can use. What do you know? Senior Tang is just training him. Just wait, it'll be fun. Heh, interesting. That kid's gonna embarrass himself tonight. Zhao Yuqi was a bit surprised. Can Chen Yuan actually play the piano? The other students were also quite shocked. This guy is dressed like a beggar. And he can actually play the piano? You're the one who offered your face for me to slap. Alright, Tang. If Senior wants me to play, I'll fulfill your wish. Hearing Chen Yuan speak so confidently, then Tang Xiuwen looked at Chen Yuan with a dig your own grave expression. You're someone who can impress Junior Yuqi. Why not show off a bit? Chen Yuan was dumbfounded. I didn't volunteer, but he didn't panic at all. Senior Tang, your piano playing is amazing. I can't compare to you. Junior Yuqi, not at all. I was just setting the stage. Amazing. Senior Tang's piano playing is so healing. She and Chairman Zhao are a perfect match. That's right, I'm totally shipping Senior Tang and Chairman Zhao. After the song ended, Zhao Yuqi was also moved. Thank you. Bringing forth endless beautiful notes. The notes leapt into the air, as if we had arrived in a musical paradise. Playing a melody as smooth as flowing clouds and water, he quickly captured the hearts of many girls. Oh, I came too late tonight. I'm going to start a live stream for the girls in my class. At that moment, Tang Xiuwen's slender hands glided over the piano keys. The next second, his fingertips lightly touched the keys, like a dancer gracefully moving on stage. Please don't dislike it. The girls below the stage are just about to rush up. Oh my, Senior Tang is going to play the piano. Since she held her personal concert in Vienna last year, this is her first public performance, right? Yuqi, as long as you like it. Talking about money is just too tacky. Besides the piano, I have another gift for you today. I've also prepared a piece of music for you. I wrote it myself. But this piano is still too expensive. Its value must be in the millions. I'll transfer the money to Senior Tang later. Tang Xiuwen knew Zhao Yuqi would refuse. So he prepared a backup plan in advance. This is a special gift just for you. Do you like it? Zhao Yuqi felt a bit awkward. My brother Chen Yuan is still here. What are you doing like this? What if he misunderstands? So, she politely declined. I like it, but once the piano is set up, Tang Xiuwen introduced it as a Yamaha CF6, a professional-grade concert piano imported directly. I think it's the perfect gift for tonight's star. Then, with deep affection, he said, Yuchi, happy birthday. Then he had someone lift the things out of the truck. Seeing Chen Yuan's clueless expression, Tang Xiuwen's disdain for him reached its peak. Should a filthy rat stay in the gutter? I'll make you understand what the class divide really means. My chance has come. Watch me smash your face. He walked up to Zhao Yuchi. Yuchi, I also have a gift for you. You're going to love it. How did such a nasty rat suddenly appear by his side? Looks like your relationship is way better than mine. Just as he was sulking, a truck behind him suddenly braked hard. Tang Xiuwen grinned, ha ha ha. At this moment, Tang Xiuwen's expression was just like Guohui's, dark and gloomy. I've been pursuing jade artifacts for so long. My harvest can be said to be none. It's only been a short while since we last met. I didn't see any change in his expression at all. Bro, what you have doesn't even compare. Someone gave Chairman Zhao a Prada bag worth over 20,000. Chairman Zhao rejected it on the spot. The guy's face instantly turned green. I like everything you sent me. The classmates are all stunned. Oh my goodness. Chairman Zhao, has the iceberg melted? I gave Chairman Zhao a watch worth over 2,000. Zhao Yuchi shyly walked up to Chen Yuan. Happy birthday. Chi-Chi, do you like this gift I got you? Of course I like it. This is a gift from my brother Yuan. Even Yuchi personally came out to greet me. But in the next second, Zhao Yuchi swiftly dodged Tang Xiuwen's enthusiastic hug. This left him feeling quite embarrassed. What the heck is this? When Yan, Tang Xiu, when Gao are all so happy, Yuchi opened her arms. Happy birthday. You can't imagine how happy I am. What can you, a filthy rat, compare with me? Zhao Yuchi was overjoyed to see Chen Yuan arrive. He couldn't be happier. With a beaming face, he greeted him. You're finally here. I've been waiting for you forever. They even invited this filthy rat to the birthday party. And for my birthday, you give me a teddy bear? That's absolutely ridiculous. Can people like this just get lost? Such an eyesore. At the same time, he noticed Chen Yuan next to him, looking confused. Is this kid either not used to luxury cars or handsome guys? Looking at Chen Yuan's dazed and poor expression, he felt a sense of disdain. What's going on? Tang Xiuwen, second son of the Tang family in Hancheng. He calmly makes a phone call. Yes, this is the place. Jiangjing Community Villa number 1. You can park the car inside shortly. Whoa, isn't that a Ferrari 488? Could it be Senior Tang? That's right, it's Senior Tang's car. It's worth over 4 million. The person arriving is the campus heartthrob. A Ferrari sped past him. It gave him quite a scare. Are you crazy? Driving so fast in a villa area. What are you showing off for? The students all came out to watch. Chairman Zhao invited so many people from different schools today. If people found out how rich he really is, the days after that wouldn't be easy. A loud roaring sound caught Chen Yuan's attention. He turned to look. He carefully picked out a modest gift for Zhao Yuchi. Girls all like plush toys. Watch how I win you over with a teddy bear. He even parked his Ferrari LaFerrari a bit farther away. But her heart is filled with worry. It's been so long already. Why hasn't Chen Yuan arrived yet? Is he stuck in traffic? At this point, Chen Yuan finally arrived at the villa after enduring numerous hardships. Take me along. Chairman Zhao achieved financial freedom before graduating from university. That's really impressive. The transition is too fast. Even Zhao Yuchi is a bit overwhelmed by it. I still can't understand this self-destructive mindset. Suddenly, the wind shifted dramatically. The girls who were a bit hesitant earlier all came to cozy up to me. They said, how could Chair Zhao be that kind of vain woman who puffs herself up? Does the chair make so much money from live streaming? Whose name is really on this property deed? You people lie every day with your eyes wide open. Then he looked smugly at Zhongli. Some people just enjoy being cheap. If he doesn't put his face out for others to hit, he feels uncomfortable. But this kind of villa is still a bit too extravagant. For a while, everyone started believing that Zhao Yuchi was being kept by a big boss. Suddenly, there was a bang. Wu Xiaofei immediately took out the property deed. You all better open your eyes wide and take a good look. The boss with the surname Hong. Isn't this Chairman Zhao's villa? Could it be that Chairman Zhao is being kept? I knew it. Although Chairman Zhao's family conditions are still pretty good, Lily's not wrong. Boss Hong was here before to celebrate his daughter's birthday. I was fortunate to attend. And his daughter was already 12 years old at that time. Upon hearing this, the people present began to discuss among themselves. No need to wait for Zhao Yuchi to speak. Wu Xiaofei angrily interrupted Zhong Lily first. What do you mean by that? Is our Chi-Chi really going to deceive you? At this moment, Zhong Lily's boyfriend took the opportunity to speak up. When the Jiangjing Villa neighborhood opened for sale, my dad and I went to check it out. I heard Villa number 1 was bought by a boss with the last name Hong. Seems like he's a big boss in his 30s or 40s. I wonder if Chairman Zhao knows. Chairman Zhao, is this villa really yours? The one speaking is Zhong Lily. She serves as the publicity minister for the student council. She's Zhao Yuqi's rival. She asked somewhat cluelessly. Zhao Yuqi was quite flattered. Her face blossomed into a smile. Come on, you're exaggerating. This is just a place to stay casually. But at this moment, someone questioned it. Many classmates started to flatter her. Chairman Zhao, are you the daughter of a wealthy family? Living in such a luxurious place. Rich lady, take us with you. Campus belle Zhao Yuqi held a birthday party at the villa. Looking at the luxurious and grand villa number 1 in front of them, the classmates couldn't be more envious. Oh my goodness. This place must be worth 60 million, right? Suddenly, Shen Shi's affection for him increased by 10 points. Chen Yuan was so scared he almost flipped the Ferrari. What the heck, how did his affection level go up? Is he out of his mind? Not long ago. Yet Shen Shi thought that Chen Yuan looked very handsome at that moment. She felt it was incredible. Why didn't I feel this before? This man named Yan is actually quite handsome. Especially when he told me to get lost. Clearly, Chen Yuan was very angry when he told his aunt. This is a warning for you. Please recognize your own position. Stop bothering me. Otherwise, it won't be so lucky next time. Because this damn system had actually bound Shen Shi to him. Damn it. Why did you bind her to me? I'm not interested in this old lady. But in Shen Shi's eyes, something was off. I was wrong. I shouldn't have tried to be clever. Please, show mercy and spare me. Give me a way out. Chen Yuan was furious. If the gift is chosen well, then this turnaround is guaranteed. But at that moment, the dangling ornament on the window startled him. Timur said, what the heck is this? He saw Shen Shu crying and pleading, President Yan. Thinking about how quickly Dragon Emperor and Old Hong handled things earlier, he was impressed. Looks like I should treat them to a meal sometime. Being rich is indeed delightful. Then he prepared to drive to pick a gift for Zhao Yuqi. It must be him. Only he has that kind of power. But why would he target me? At this moment, Chen Yuan watched as Lin Shudong's live stream was shut down. He felt much better. Shen Shi not only lost all her assets, but her company as well. She was left with nothing. And it was then that she suddenly realized. It must have been President Yan. When he tries to return to the company, the property management blocks him again. Mr. Shen, if you don't pay the property management fees for your office, we will have to reclaim the usage rights first. In just 2.5 hours, the court is going to forcibly freeze all your assets. At this point, all the streamers are also apologizing to you, Mr. Shen. We're sorry. We've decided to leave the company. We wish you success in your business. Where does the company have that much money on the books? She was on the verge of collapse. Who is messing with me? Before long, the court sent someone directly, Shen Shi. Your company's loans have been overdue for half a year. Just now, several major shareholders of the company expressed their discontent, indicating withdrawal of investment. According to the contract, we need to come up with 10 million to buy back their shares. Shen Shi trembled all over. The company has been banned across the internet. Shen Shi's face turned pale, and everyone else was stunned. How did the company suddenly disappear? All collaborations have been terminated. At this time, subordinates brought terrible news, Mr. Shen. Disaster struck. The owner of Dream Building was furious. He called Shen Shi. Give it to Shen Shi. What have you done? Some directly terminated all cooperation with Dream Building. Others targeted the finances. They reported whether they were operating legally. Some even started liquidating Dream Building directly. In just a moment. I don't want my friends to have any dealings with this company. Of course, it would be best if this company disappeared completely. Not long after, various parties started taking action. Some offered double the salary, poaching all of Zhu Meng's streamers, and also allow him to take a share of the benefits. Unexpectedly, his clever move completely enraged Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan directly posted in the wealthy group, saying there's an MC Yen company called Zhu Meng that I really don't like. This is also his chance to turn things around. So he decided to turn Lin Shudong into a viral influencer. That would surely calm Mr. Yan's anger. He thought having his ex-girlfriend cry online about her true feelings would make Mr. Yan recall the beauty of first love. They ended up finding Chen Yuan's first love from college, Lin Shudong, and found out the two had already broken up. Shen Shi immediately sensed an opportunity. Yan must still have feelings for that girl. As they say, first love is infinitely beautiful. That the topic was about Shenhao Yanzu. Have you ever seen such a classy college student? Wen Yan was quite startled by Shen Shi. That's the same Yan who lost billions to Shark in just half a month. So, he secretly sent someone to investigate. With just one word, the company could go under. He still didn't take it seriously. The other party is just a college student. Does the boss really care that much? But the boss told him, Seeing that Lin Shutong's live stream exceeded 100,000 viewers, Shen Shi was extremely proud. This indirect method is always the most effective. The boss scolded himself earlier. If he offends Qin Yuan, the company that owns that live streaming room is Dreambuilder Media. The legal representative is Shen Shi. Qin Yuan's face immediately darkened, provoking me time and again. Do you really think I can't deal with you? And using public opinion to package himself as a victim. Someone is definitely helping him. So Qin Yuan called Lao Hong from the rich group. Help me check which company owns Shark 018-7639 live stream room. Lao Hong quickly told Qin Yuan. But if you think about it carefully, Qin Yuan feels something's off. With Lin Shutong's pig brain, there's no way he could come up with such a nasty trick. Using President Yan's name to get attention. Is it true or not? Lin Shutong actually had a fling with Yan. Qin Yuan is furious at that bitch. He's really shameless. He acts like he's the victim. Another woman trying to ride on Yan's fame. Streamer, look at me. DM me, I want to know more about Yan in real life. Roommate is just here watching the drama. They're enjoying the food so much. In the end, she started crying directly during the live stream. The comments are blowing up. Streamer, you should go see a doctor. Look at you. Would Yan ever be into you? I just thought he seemed honest. So I agreed to be with him. We used to be very loving and sweet. But later, he didn't want me anymore. Lin Shutong became more aggrieved as she spoke. Lin Shutong was seen crying in the live stream. I was Yan's first love. We met in our freshman year of college. He pursued me. At that time, I didn't know he was rich. Whoa, Lin Shutong is live streaming. What's he doing? This is so abstract. Qin Yuan was baffled by the title. What kind of title is that? What should I get Chairman Zhao for his birthday? This is a big problem. If I choose the right gift, tonight might be my chance to turn things around. Just as he was planning to go out for a walk, his roommate suddenly let out a startled cry. Don't cry, you're Lin Shutong, right? Hello, my name is Shen Shi. Are you interested in becoming an influencer at my company? I have a way to help you win Qin Yuan back. Meanwhile, Qin Yuan was feeling troubled in his dorm, defeated and left with nothing. If this continues, he won't have any more chances. Just as Lin Shutong was in despair, a voice came, little girl. Just because Sun Rui was constantly badmouthing behind his back, and kept feeding him money-driven ideas. That's why he overlooked Qin Yuan's kindness. For this so-called best friend, he lost everything. The man was gone. She lost her best friend too. Timo looks so beautiful here. Only now does he finally realize how attentive Qin Yuan had been to him over the past 3 years. A crowd of bystanders had already gathered. It was packed tightly. Their ugly behavior was clearly recorded. Not long after, Lin Shutong was crying her heart out. She felt incredibly hurt. They unleashed all their frustrations. Usually, when with Lin Shutong, about 80% of the guys center their attention on Lin Shutong. Sun Rui had been annoyed for a long time. The two had been messing around for a while. You really think you're something special. You think the whole world revolves around you. Who do you think you are? Aren't you just climbing into Wang Junkai's bed for money? At that moment, neither of them held back anymore. Lin Shutong suddenly realized. He grabbed Sun Rui's hair. You vile woman. Was it you who set me up with that last incident with Lieni? That comment ignited the fury in Sun Rui's heart. Usually, Sun Rui only saw Lin Shutong as a superficial friend. Yeah, Qin Yuan is so outstanding. Isn't it perfectly reasonable for me to go after him? Why can you do it, but I can't? Maybe Qin Yuan is already tired of someone like you. He might even like someone like me instead. Maybe there'd still be a chance. When Yanlin's expression immediately exploded. What do you mean? You're still thinking about Qin Yuan? Sun Rui teasingly told him. He calmly replied, yes. Shutong, you've missed it. At this point, you have no more chances. But if it were me. He cried while holding his best friend. Rui, I've missed such an important opportunity again. I've missed it again. Qin Yuan will definitely not forgive me again. Sun Rui, however, did not say any comforting words. So it turns out he was testing me back then. His face turned pale. He suddenly broke down. I messed up again. I really am such a fool. He must have been lying last time. And he's probably much richer than that Li Yuntao. He wasn't telling the truth last time. Or rather, he actually wanted to test my literary skills. Lin Shutong was completely thrown off. Just drove off. Originally, Shutong Lin, who planned to forget about Yuan Chen completely, felt her heart ignite again. Her best friend said at this moment, Shutong, do you think we might have been deceived by Yuan Chen? Is this your car? He turned around to take a look. He saw Lin Shutong, with a pale face, standing behind him. But Qin Yuan ignored him. It was as if he had never seen Lin Shutong before. This is too much. Satisfied, he got ready to head back to the dorm. Today the merit is complete. I should play a game to relax. At this moment, a surprised voice came from behind Chen Yuan. He told Chen Yuan, "This is my interest. I've stamped you. From now on, you're mine." Hearing that, Chen Yuan was lifted off his feet, legs crossed. Chen Yuan just smiled. "If you really feel bad about it, just give me some interest." Xiao Ruoyu didn't say a word. He gave Chen Yuan a big kiss right on the face. "What's mine will always be mine. Believe in your own charm." Before leaving, he thanked Chen Yuan again. "Thank you so much for today. You've really gone out of your way." When experts spar, they stop at the right point. Each gives the other a way out. Xiao Ruoyu isn't worried at all. There are always flocks of admirers around excellent men. In that case, he finally felt relieved. "I'm just being polite. If you really went, I'd be in trouble. Then it's better not to ask." Chen Yuan said with some regret, "If you had gone, you would definitely outshine everyone. If there's a chance in the future, I will definitely visit your school. It wouldn't be appropriate if I went." He's well aware of that too. Some questions can be asked, but some questions, even if asked, might not get an answer. Since that's the case, Xiao Ruoyu declined outright. "She's been busy lately. The contract is signed. There will be a lot going on at home. Besides, they're all your friends. In any case, a proactive invitation shows openness and honesty. That way, they won't be suspicious. Wrapping lies in truth is the hardest deception to see through." Xiao Ruoyu didn't even ask who was calling. So, he asked Xiao Ruoyu if a classmate's having a birthday, and planning a birthday party. "Are you coming?" Feeling quite uneasy inside. "Soon, I'll have my own home. A home worth 60 million. It's so cozy." Chen Yuan, on the other hand, found it a bit unbelievable. "Where do you want to put these things?" Zhao Yuqi hurriedly hung up the phone. "Alright, I have to go. I need to get to work now." Then, he animatedly walked over to Wu Xiaofei. "What should I do about this Ferrari LaFerrari then?" She unwillingly asked Zhao Yuqi. "Let me think about what kind of gift would be suitable for you." Wu Xiaofei, who's helping Zhao Yuqi move, was dumbfounded with anger. "Chi-Chi, stop chatting on the phone." At this moment, Zhao Yuqi said, "Don't give me too expensive a gift tomorrow. I invited a lot of classmates to my birthday party this time. I'd feel embarrassed accepting something too valuable." Chen Yuan was a bit anxious. She hadn't expected Zhao Yuqi to block herself like this. Chen Yuan glanced nervously at Xiao Ruoyu. Chairman Zhao actually called at this critical moment. "Of course I know. Tomorrow is your birthday. I've already prepared your gift." It was Zhao Yuqi calling. "Hello, Chen Yuan. I've already moved into the villa. I've been shopping for furniture these past 2 days. Do you know what tomorrow is?" Just as Chen Yuan and Xiao Ruoyu were about to kiss, Chen Yuan's phone rang. Both of them instantly turned red with embarrassment. They both turned their faces away. When they looked closely, this time, he found the courage to openly stand before him and pursue him. He protected him and didn't betray his former self. He truly fulfilled his dream of pursuing his white moonlight. The two grew closer and closer. The atmosphere became increasingly ambiguous. "This is way too fast. I still have many moves I haven't used yet." When my sister saw how happy Xiao Ruoyu was, Chen Yuan felt that maybe this wasn't so bad after all. This time, he no longer wanted to be just an observer. Gained mastery in English, French, Russian, and Korean. As for Chen Yuan, he's now in an incredibly strong superhuman state. Seeing this, Chen Yuan is completely stunned. What the hell? How did things turn around like this? The system prompted, "Congratulations, host, you have completed a reversal." It detected that the host has spent a total of 500 million on devotion. The host will be rewarded with 50 million in cash. At the same time, Xiao Ruoyu has turned into the host's sycophant, rewarded with 35 enhancement points. But thinking about how the lifesaver is right in front of him, he smiled happily again. He didn't expect it to be you. Chen Yuan's affection level also increased. It jumped directly from 10 to 95. By the time I realized and called for help, the person who saved me and the thug were already gone. I always thought I would never meet the person who saved me in this lifetime. Xiao Ruoyu's tears flowed down uncontrollably. Dare to mess with us? Beat him up. At this time, Xiao Ruoyu had already run far away. Years later, he often regretted that he was too flustered back then. He hadn't seen what his savior looked like at all. "Xiao, run. Run, don't look back." Before Xiao Ruoyu could clearly see Chen Yuan's figure, he was already being punched and kicked by the thugs. Where did this brat come from? "I'll call the police." But unexpectedly, that only excited them more. "Go ahead, the more you call, the more fun we have. Ha ha ha." But suddenly, a figure rushed in and broke up the scene. "You're so pretty. You can go play with your brother." No matter how Xiao Ruoyu resists, they just ignore it. If you keep this up, hey girl, feeling a bit tight lately, how about lending us some pocket money? Seeing that Xiao Ruoyu didn't respond, the spiky-haired guy grabbed her hands and said, it's fine, if you don't have any pocket money. She felt a bit scared, having accidentally studied so late. Would she run into any bad guys? But unexpectedly, the next second, a few thugs surrounded her on the spot. It's fine, this isn't the first time I've saved you. That's when I found out. One summer in high school, Xiao Ruoyu was riding her bike, home alone, left without looking back. Back in the Ferrari, Xiao Ruoyu shyly said to Qin Yuan, thank you for saving me, but Qin Yuan didn't care at all. Unexpectedly, Han Sanshue slapped him again and told him to shut up, you little brat. The Han family's fortune will eventually be ruined by your stupidity. I could beat you to death and you still wouldn't amount to anything. Qin Yuan and Xiao Ruoyu saw him perform and, you can never be his enemy. But Han Xiaojiang wasn't happy about it. Dad, look at me. My face has been beaten to a pulp. He was the one who threw the first punch. But in my heart, I think, this kid can pull out 500 million in cash without blinking. Even the richest person in the country wouldn't be able to do that. With his solid financial strength, you can only befriend him. I greatly admire them. My son had a bit of a disagreement with you. I apologize on his behalf. Please don't hold it against him. Just let it go. Qin Yuan directly called Xiao Ruoyu away. Ruoyu had nothing to cling to here. Let's go. However, Han Sanshue approached. The methods of young Master Chen are astounding. The fate of the Xiao family is at my whim. If you force Ruoyu to do something he dislikes, I guarantee you'll understand the meaning of a fate worse than death. Mr. Zhao's face turned ashen. Seeing the goal achieved, Chen, young master, is this really all you're asking for? Yuan was stunned by the question. What else do you think I'd ask for? Then, with a sly smile, he said to Father Xiao, you'd better not try anything clever. 500 million directly arrived in Zhao's father's account. The couple immediately beamed with joy. Old Xiao, the money has really come. Look, it's a full 500 million. He looked at Qin Yuan in shock. Once you sign this contract, no one will ever control your life again. Xiao Ruoyu was a bit at a loss. With Qin Yuan's help, she managed to complete the contract. 2.5 seconds later, you've got a new contract ready. Mr. Chen, your new contract is ready. You can sign it now. Qin Yuan supports the already exhausted Xiao Ruoyu. Come, Ruoyu. Like Ultraman Tiga, bringing hope and light to people. Her affection for him skyrocketed. 10 points, 20 points. Before long, it soared straight to 85 points. Quickly, glasses guy. He felt as if the shackles that had bound him for 20 years had been released. The canary once trapped in a cage, has now truly gained freedom. And Qin Yuan's arrival was like that of a hero. Like a hero just for her. My condition is to transfer 60% of the shares entirely to Xiao Ruoyu's name. As long as the share transfer is completed, my 500 million can be credited immediately. Suddenly, the gloom before him dissipated. He looked at Qin Yuan with admiration. It's about him. This made the newly calmed Xiao Ruoyu feel uneasy again. No way, no way. Qin Yuan wants to buy me for 500 million. But the next sentence startled him. But Qin Yuan made a request at this moment. Of course, the 500 million isn't just a gift. Besides the shares, there's one more condition. He pointed at Xiao Ruoyu and said, Xiao Fu is even more excited. 500 million. With this money, not only can I make a comeback, but I can even expand my territory. Han Sanshue felt a sinking feeling in his heart. He could casually come up with 500 million in liquid cash. This is at least a powerful group with assets over 10 billion. I, Han Sanshue, have seen countless people, but now I can't understand his methods at all. He tore up the contract in one move. Alright, I'll offer 500 million. I'll buy 60% of your Xiao family's Yuanhang Group shares. The explosive statement stunned everyone present. Oh my god, 500 million. You're selling her off for just 100 million. And you're throwing in 20% of your company's shares too. I think you're just getting old. Has your brain shrunk too? Qin Yuan picked up the contract beside him and started reading it again. Zhao's father frowned. What do you think you're doing? This is a very important contract. Qin Yuan glanced at it and mocked, President Xiao. You're really underestimating your daughter. The difficulties your family faces are minor. I'll help you solve them. Hearing Qin Yuan's words, Xiao Ruoyu was so touched that tears almost fell. Thank you. At this moment, but Han Sanshue quickly stopped him. How did I teach you? Think before you act. Let's see what tricks he's up to. Qin Yuan comforted Xiao Ruoyu on the side. Don't worry. Qin Yuan showed no respect at all. You, a scoundrel who buys daughters. Forget it. You're not qualified. Hearing this, Han Xiaojiang immediately retorted, your tone is really arrogant. But this kid not only knows it so clearly, he could even find the place to come. Then his heart went cold, this kid is not simple. I wonder which family's young master you are. I, Han, will definitely pay a visit another day. Believe me, I'll make you disappear from Han City by this afternoon. Hearing this, Han Sanchue stopped the two bodyguards. A mist rose in his heart. This deal with the Xiao family was very secretive. Other families thought it was just a matchmaking. Chen Yuan sneered dismissively, what status do you have? Aren't you just two lowly thugs? One selling his daughter, and one buying her. Go ahead, try to lay a hand on me today. How dare you attack young Master Han? You want to die? Don't you know who the people present are? You might offend someone casually. You might as well not live this life. Why aren't you rewarding him quickly? But the bodyguards were mumbling to themselves. This kid can knock someone away with just one punch. He must be trouble. So the two of them started a war of words. In its place was the excitement and joy on his face. He really came. He didn't lie to me. After being hit, Han Xiaojiang gathered his bodyguards beside him. What are you still waiting for? He has already attacked me. He couldn't show his face anymore. If people found out that someone who looks like a damn fool stole his girlfriend, he'd seriously have no way to live it down. When Chen Yuan made his move, the gloom in Xiao Ruoyu's heart instantly dissipated. But his bulky body hadn't run far, before Chen Yuan's fist reached Han Xiaojiang first. After accidentally crashing into him, he flew back 2.5 meters. Looking at the guy daring to steal his girl, sure enough, Han Xiaojiang was instantly enraged. He raised his fist and swung at Chen Yuan. Where'd you come from, you mad dog? Daring to cause trouble here? You must be tired of living. Chen Yuan continued to provoke. What's wrong? Dare to act but not admit it, huh? Since you've got the guts of a leopard, you better step up now. Stand straight if you're going to take the beating. Spoke coldly, who's the blind fool? That dares to steal from me? Get out here. His explosive entrance grabbed everyone's attention. Seeing them freeze. Things had come to this point. Everyone was secretly pondering their own schemes. At that moment, the door burst open. Chen Yuan, full of rage. So what if you look down on me? She still has to be my wife. Such a noble and aloof woman. Just thinking about it is exhilarating. Soon, the conference room fell silent again. To finish signing the contract early. Then Xiaojiang and Ruoyu can get married sooner. The funds for the Xiao family can also be in place sooner. I can see that good things are about to happen. Han Xiaojiang shows a proud expression. Let's go ahead and sign the contract. Seeing this, Mr. Xiao eagerly took out the contract. Yes, 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 the contract is still important. What President Han reminds us is, don't take it to heart. It's our first time being parents too. Sometimes we may not take care of everything properly. The matter with Han Sanchue has already been settled. He casually said, since it's meaningless for Miss Ling now. Whatever you say goes. Hearing this, Zhao's mother immediately stood up. She said happily, now that's my good daughter. Xiao Fu also said happily, Ruoyu. Everything Dad said earlier was just out of anger. Never able to see a day of freedom. His eyes lost their light. It's like you've completely lost hope in life. I promised Mom. Get up now. Xiao Ruoyu's heart sank completely. Is this my fate? Born into a family like this, I must pay the corresponding price. Like a canary raised for 20 years, I can pick them for you. Besides, if you don't consider my feelings, you should at least think of your mother. He has done so much, just agree to it. So I'm the outsider, huh? This is Han Xiaojiang's heartfelt expression. Ruoyu, I truly like you. As long as you are willing to marry me, even if you want the stars in the sky, we're already at a dead end. If you don't agree to this marriage, Mom won't get up. Hearing this, Xiao Ruoyu was utterly hopeless. You all teamed up to set me up. What are you doing? Please get up. But Xiao's mother seemed to be glued to the ground. He cried while threatening Xiao Ruoyu. Mom has no other choice. Even the head of the Xiao family was stunned. I didn't expect that Xiao Ruoyu's mother could go this far. Xiao Ruoyu was also shocked. He quickly pulled her up. With a crying voice filled with confusion, he said, Mom. She cried and pleaded with Xiao Ruoyu, saying, Ruoyu, just pity your mother a little, okay? Mom has come this far, it's not easy. I don't want to live a working life at such a young age. Beside them, Han's father and son, with you and me, and with Dad here. If our whole family were still here, the voyage would not disappear. Unexpectedly, Mom suddenly knelt down. Our family will also collapse. Seeing my mother still trying to persuade herself, I asked hysterically, Mom, even you think so? If Yuanhai collapses, we can work hard to bring it back up. Her mother also tried to console her. Ruoyu, you need to understand your dad. He's doing this for the sake of our family. You've always been so sensible, right? If the Yuanhai group collapses, how did I raise such a disgraceful child like you? Xiao Ruoyu was stunned by her father's slap. She covered her cheek, and murmured in disbelief, "Am I only thinking about myself?" Xiao Ruoyu was instantly in despair. Even his father has gone this far. It seems there's truly no hope for him. The Xiao family is already in a moment of crisis, yet you're still thinking only of yourself. Don't you know that Han Xiaojiang is a gambler, drinker, and womanizer? Let me make this clear today. I would rather die than marry him. Hearing this, Xiao Ruoyu's father slapped him. "You, this disgrace. Ruoyu, calm down." "How can I calm down? I just don't get it. You guys failed in business. Why do I have to sacrifice my life?" Xiao Ruoyu was shocked. She couldn't believe her father had sold her off. Crying, she asked, "Did you trick me into coming here just for this? You're selling your daughter." Her mother stood by, thinking it was all appropriate. "And this 100 million yuan will be injected into Yuanhang Group's corporate account in installments. Until your daughter Xiao Ruoyu. Only when Xiao Ruoyu gives birth to a grandson for the Han family, will the final payment be made." Looking at the contract in front of her, "That this is an addendum to the share transfer agreement. Let me explain the details to President Xiao. According to the agreement, the Han family will provide 100 million yuan to the Xiao family's Yuanhang Group to purchase 20% of the shares. But the condition is that Xiao Ruoyu must marry Han Xiaojiang. I think Xiaojiang and my daughter are a great match. In that case, let's all take our seats. Mr. Xiao, you also saw the contract." At this point, Glass is introduced to everyone. As if he hadn't noticed what just happened, Xiao Ruoyu was so angry that she was about to cry. She saw her father speaking to Han Sanshui, saying, "Mr. Han, my daughter is being unreasonable. Please don't take it to heart. Who do you think is family with you? If you don't need your hand, donate it to someone else." At this moment, Dad stepped in, but he told Xiao Ruoyu and Han Xiaojiang to speak more politely. "Don't be rude." He kept pressing. "Ruoyu, why are you being so polite with me? After all, we're practically family now." Then Han Xiaojiang reached out and pinched Xiao Ruoyu. Xiao Ruoyu slapped his hand away and said, "Show some respect. This time, my dad will definitely help your family through the tough times." Xiao Ruoyu was startled. She quickly pulled her hand away. With an awkward expression, she said, "Thank you." But Han Xiaojiang was relentless. "You're here too. Since I saw you at the party last time, I can't eat or sleep. I even dream about you. Don't worry. Xiao Ruoyu is dealing with it." While blind typing, he messaged me. He's in meeting room 305. At this moment, Han Xiaojiang couldn't hold back and grabbed Xiao Ruoyu's hand. "Ruoyu. He is a typical person who won't get up early without profit." Han Sanshui looks at the prey like. The eager Xiao Ruoyu. Ruoyu has truly grown up. She is now a graceful young lady. He really couldn't figure out what his dad wanted to do. Han Group is one of the megacorporations in Seoul. It has numerous businesses under its umbrella, even involving many gray industries. The helmsman Han Sanshui is famously cunning. And in front of the Han family's head, there were piles of documents. All of these are equity transfer contracts and the like. He immediately understood. This was definitely not a blind date. Looking at his somewhat unfamiliar father. Be family. Looking at Han Xiaojiang standing there like a fool. Xiao Ruoyu's face darkened. The other man was eyeing her lecherously. How could this guy be honest? The three of them arrived at the conference room. The head of the Han family and his son Han Xiaojiang had been waiting for a long time. "Mr. Xiao has arrived. Xiaojiang, pour some tea for your uncle. We'll soon." Xiao Ruoyu sensed something was off at this moment. Why does my father have such a big briefcase? Isn't he here for a blind date? What does he need so many documents for? Soon, under the man's lead, he has long heard that the Xiao family's young lady is naturally beautiful. Seeing is believing. This is really exciting. Unfortunately, he will soon become the mouth-watering prey of the young master. At that time, he can only say that escaping is impossible and dying is not an option. "Mr. Han is waiting for you in conference room 305. Please follow me." The man appears respectful on the surface, but inside he is quite reckless. He leers at Xiao Ruoyu. "Dad," 2.5 minutes later, the group arrived at the Empire Hotel. As soon as the car stopped, someone was already waiting at the entrance. "Hello, Mr. Xiao. Just consider it a favor for me, okay?" Even her usually silent father spoke up. This must mean the situation is very serious. Xiao Ruoyu felt very complicated inside. He could only helplessly pretend to think, "I got it." And at that moment, Xiao Ruoyu's father said softly, "Ruoyu, I have never asked you for anything, but I'm asking you now. Please stay calm no matter what happens." Chen Yuan seemed to know she was going on a blind date. This inevitably made her think about her time with Chen Yuan. if she had to be with someone. Compared to the disgusting Han Xiaojiang, Chen Yuan seemed better. I asked him where he was. Xiao Ruoyu stammered, saying his family had arranged something. He had to go to the Emperor Grand Hotel. I told him to send the exact location when he arrives. Xiao Ruoyu was a bit surprised. You can spend more time together. Just at that moment, Xiao Ruoyu's phone received a message. He picked up his phone and looked. It turned out to be a message from Chen Yuan. His hair's turning white. This time, your Uncle Han is willing to lend us money. His demands aren't excessive. Let's just treat it as making a friend. Besides, Han Xiaojiang seems like a decent and honest kid. This time, it's just a meeting with the Han family's child. It's just a blind date. Don't be so down. You know our Yuanhang group's cash flow has broken down. Your dad is asking everyone for help. Dare to steal a woman from me? Just watch, I won't let you get away with this. At this moment, Xiao Ruoyu sat in the car with a cold face. Her mother sat beside her. She comforted Ruoyu in her heart. You idiot, Shen Shui panicked. Boss, I didn't do anything. Did you make a mistake? And I have already walked 800 miles. Is it the Han group? The voice on the other end was already cursing her out. Shen Shui, are you crazy? Hurry up and come back. If you really don't want to do this anymore, then just don't. Can you help me take care of this? Others are just about to make this company famous in Seoul, but someone said it was all a misunderstanding. Soon, Shen Shui's phone rang incessantly, while she was still puzzled why the boss was suddenly calling. So I asked in the wealthy group, brothers, I need help. Does anyone know about dream building media? Someone named Shen Shui has been harassing me. She's even been using my name to scam people. What I mean is, it's President Yen. Don't waste my time with this. And by the looks of him, he thinks he's got me under control. I can't deal with you. But others can't deal with you. Then he threatened that if you don't sign with us, Mr. Yen will permanently blacklist you. When Yen made me so angry. Why is MDCZ, this stubborn career woman, so annoying? And damn Mr. Yen. Seeing this, Shen Shui blocked my way. These aren't the most important things. Most importantly, our company has the backing of the super-rich Mr. Yen. You know Mr. Yen, right? The unstoppable tycoon who wiped out the shark platform. And we're very strong. Your salary will be given in layers. But I still pretended not to hear. I kept walking. Shen Shui had a bad feeling. Could she have already signed with a company? Then I'll have to change my approach. So she started praising her classmates' company. We are a legitimate MCN company. I didn't even look before refusing. Sorry. I'm in a hurry. Not interested in seeing me. So decisive. The woman looked down at me and said, hello, Chen Yuan. My name is Shen Shui. Interested in becoming an influencer. Then she handed me a business card. It said Dream Building Media Company on it. That's right, it's him. Wearing the same big shorts and oversized t-shirt as in the video. He looks like a loser. Seeing me walk by, the two reached out and took it down. But this time I have the strength. I won't be timid anymore. I don't want to be a passerby in her life. At this moment, the two people nearby noticed me. That's him, the running brother, Chen Yuan. She always seemed so proud and aloof. I could only watch her from afar. Pure and untainted like a lotus. Admirable but untouchable. And now you're telling me she's getting married? The Xiao group is suspected of a financial chain rupture. The rich heiress Xiao Ruoyu may leave the Han group. I was shocked. Damn, I've been watching the drama, and now it's about me. Why is Xiao Ruoyu suddenly going on a blind date? Zhang Haotian hurriedly tagged everyone. In the spirit of being part of the gossip crowd, I wouldn't miss any scoop. I watched with great interest. To my surprise, it was news about Xiao Ruoyu's upcoming blind date. Xiao Ruoyu had no choice. She could only despairingly agree. I understand now. Just not long ago, a big scoop came from the local tyrant group. Our family will collapse too. Then he said helplessly that Han Xiaojiang from the Han family was indeed not a great person. But circumstances are stronger than people. Besides, once married, a man will behave. Do you expect your mother to kneel down and beg you? How dare a shameless girl rebut? Zhao's mother pointed at her and angrily asked, why? Just because we spent money to raise you. Everything you eat, wear, and enjoy is thanks to me. If your father's company goes under, we really have no other choice. With that one sentence, Xiao Ruoyu was triggered. But mom, my marriage, my happiness doesn't matter anymore. Why should I marry that playboy from the Han family? Her face full of displeasure. Seeing this, her mother's tone softened again. She said, you know, your father's company hasn't been doing well recently. The Han family's investment this time is very important. Xiao Ruoyu's mother scolded her, while asking, what do you think about the matchmaking? I mentioned last time. Xiao Ruoyu turned her head away, completely different from those greasy, macho types. But just as she got home, Xiao Ruoyu was being reprimanded. Didn't I tell you not to wander around these days? Why are you coming back so late? These moments of pure innocence and beauty are really rare. Xiao Ruoyu was also surprised. Chen Ren is quite an interesting person. He didn't think I was childish at all. Xiao Ruoyu responded and said I could just call her Ruoyu. Thank you for bringing me back. Soon, we both fell silent. I guess only children would act like this. But then she couldn't help but burst into laughter. Soon after, the joyful time quietly came to an end. Xiao Ruoyu is home. I performed Di Jia's signature skill. Tonight, I saw a different side of classmate Xiao. I'm very happy. I didn't expect Xiao Ruoyu to have such a lively side. Her usual aloofness is her shield. Seeing her so happy makes you want to protect this kind of beauty. This was also the first time I ever felt love. Unfortunately, the girls around me don't like it. Seeing this, we both burst out laughing. I didn't expect that. I thought you'd like Barbie dolls. I couldn't help but feel surprised. Especially his transformation form. It's so cool. Xiao Ruoyu seemed excited. Yes. I've loved watching it since I was a kid too. I could tell he was worried too. So I asked, Xiao, is that Ultraman Tiga on your bag? He seemed surprised that I knew. Of course, Tiga was my childhood, but soon he began to regret it. Was I a bit impulsive? I don't know Qin Yuan very well, and I just got into his car recklessly. What if he harasses me? Xiao Ruoyu didn't hesitate either. He readily agreed. Lu Wenjie is beating down the drowning dog, Zhang. You know, the gap between people sometimes is even greater than the gap between people and dogs. My impression of Xiao Ruoyu, who is interested in me, suddenly increased. It went straight to 10 points. I smiled. Can't I win with this twist? So, I pressed my advantage and approached classmate Xiao. May I have the honor of taking you home? Xiao Ruoyu watched with great interest from the side. Now it's obvious that the Liao family has been exposed. If Li Yuntao and the Liao family colluded to slander Qin Yuan, then why isn't Qin Yuan defending himself at all? This person is quite interesting. Mr. Zhang, let me introduce my classmate to you. He's also a second-generation rich kid. See if you recognize him. Suddenly, Li Yuntao shrank like a scared dog, greeting them obsequiously. The spectators are confused again. He's so wealthy. Weren't they saying Qin Yuan was just a lackey? Are you still not awake? A Ferrari like Quan Yan's could buy a dozen of Li Yuntao's cars. I directly pulled Zhang Haotian over to Li Yuntao. Let's not speak in formalities. It's my honor to deliver the car to Brother Yen. When Yen Li Yuntao almost wet his pants, this car belongs to Qin Yuan. Zhang Haotian is still so polite to Qin Yuan. Isn't it just that Qin Yuan turned around too quickly? What's going on here? Thank you for your trouble, Mr. Zhang. You came all this way to bring me a car. What trouble is that? We're all brothers. Good thing I didn't provoke him. He saw me shake hands with Zhang Haotian. Li Yuntao was even more confused. Why do I have to shake hands with Qin Yuan? What the hell? So it's him. The young master of the Zhang group. No wonder he has this presence. Fortunately, I moved my car. This person is said to be notorious in the rich second-generation circle in Han City. Li Yuntao was stunned. Wow, this is a Ferrari LaFerrari. A luxury car worth over 20 million. I've only seen it at auto shows. It's Zhang Haotian. Mr. Li, after 9 p.m., the parking spaces are only available for VIP guests. Now there's a VIP guest who needs parking. So I need to trouble you a bit, VIP. I really want to see what kind of VIP has this kind of style. But upon seeing the person, Mr. Li, I've been looking for you. Could you move your car, please? Is it not allowed to park here if you're spending at your hotel? This is outrageous. It's like this. Tonight, I'm your personal driver. I will never take a day off. His greasy words made Xiao Ruoyu feel disgusted. I don't think it's necessary. Suddenly, the waiter approaches Li Yuntao. Li Yuntao also felt certain of victory. That guy and Lu Wenjie, like two stray dogs, probably don't even have the face to show themselves now. I've already won tonight. He confidently walked towards Xiao Ruoyu. Ruoyu, do you need me to take you home? The food smells great. Thanks to Li Xiao for treating us today. Who says otherwise? Indeed, money can elevate a person. Yuntao really is impressive now. This time, you've handed your face to me for a slap. I had Zhang Haotian drive my Ferrari LaFerrari to the hotel entrance. The truth will be revealed soon. The arranged classmates won't forget to boast about Li Yuntao. It really is a 4-star hotel. The Liao family struck first, slandering and defaming you. Then Li Yuntao followed up. Seems like it was all planned out. Anyone else would have been speechless by now. But I'm not just anyone. I'm a rich second generation too. Instead of being their lackey, you might as well work for me. At least my money is clean. I sneered inwardly. Xiao Ruoyu saw this. My favorability towards him plummeted. Li Yuntao didn't give me a moment to catch my breath. Chen Yuan, if you're short on money, why not stick with me? What a downer, Chen Yuan. You want Zhao's contact information. You're not trying to sell it, are you? That's disgusting. I feel nauseous just eating with someone like you. How am I talking nonsense? Lu Wenjie, after you toyed with my feelings, you broke up with me abruptly. After the breakup, you connected seamlessly. I'm feeling really depressed right now. Those who don't know the truth are complaining one after another. You don't know how many innocent girls you helped deceive. Looking at the cheating woman turning the tables, Lu Wenjie is about to explode. Liao Jia, you're talking nonsense. Clearly, you were the one who cheated, trying to expose my facade. Chen Yuan, you think I don't know? Running around as a lackey for a bunch of rich kids. Even dragging Lu Wenjie into your mess. Those rich kids are all notorious scumbags. But now, in front of everyone, I have to ask for his contact information. My high school classmates who look down on me are all stunned. Chen Yuan was so badass before. Badass? Looks like he was just a lackey for rich kids. So badass, Liao Jia stood up. Are you daring enough to come? You're suddenly having a reunion? Since it's hosted by Li Deshao, I definitely have to go. In the past, I could reward myself just by having the school beauty walk past me. I won't have any pity for you. Because you don't deserve it. After leaving, Li Yuntao called me to stop. Are you leaving so soon? Chen Yuan, we are holding a high school reunion at the Jiuzhou Hotel tomorrow. I just suddenly figured some things out. Lin Shuttong, oh Lin Shuttong, I've already given you the opportunity you wanted, but you didn't cherish it. From now on, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Ha ha ha. The others nearby were really worried, afraid I might have been hurt. I'm fine, you don't need to worry. He then couldn't resist mocking, I used to beat you like a dog. And now you can only be trampled under my feet. Before leaving, Li Yuntao told the staff collecting payment, this Chen Yuan is my classmate. He made me laugh so much today. Let's forget about the bill for this table. The simping relationship was directly terminated. Seeing Lin Shuttong take the initiative like that, Li Yuntao assumed the posture of a victor and said, Chen Yuan, this world is truly strange. The girl you called over ended up adding my contact instead. So, Lin Shuttong took the initiative to add Li Yuntao as a friend. And I smiled, feeling a sense of relief. It's true that a dog can't change its ways. It only took 2.5 seconds. Lin Shuttong's affection level increased to 15 points. Her favorability towards him dropped rapidly. She kept comparing in her mind. On one side is a top student from a prestigious university worth millions. On the other side is Chen Yuan, who has a little money but enjoys my company. Even a fool knows what choice to make. Don't get me wrong. Lin Shuttong's face darkened. She was very surprised. Chen Yuan isn't President Yan. Then have I been sucking up to him for nothing? Lin Shuttong's eyes were almost red. As for my mom, she's definitely not a chimney. It's just that recently we got some money from a relocation compensation. It's just 3 to 5 million. Currently studying at a 985 university. He runs his own company. He has assets worth millions. You could say he's a true diamond level chorus. It caught everyone's attention. Let you all enjoy yourselves. Just in time, I also want to avoid the recent spotlight. And by the way, test if a dog can really change its nature. So I introduced this person, the chorus, named Li Yuntao. He is my high school classmate. Seeing Lin Shuttong's face covered in nervous sweat, I can't help but smirk, trying to act cool. Someone looking for a rich second generation. Then I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm the owner of this shop. Li Yuntao, I've noticed you for a while. Would you like to exchange contact info? Lin Shuttong is instantly moved, but Chen Yuan is still here. Should I exchange contacts with him? Seeing the newcomer, I was a bit surprised. I can't believe it's him. I saw Li Yuntao walking up to Lin Shuttong. Hello, classmate. He secretly waited for me to confirm. But unexpectedly, a mocking voice came, if Chen Yuan is Yan Zong, then I'll take my head off and give it to you to kick like a ball. Ha ha ha, Yan is a big spender who has splurged 100 million on shark. You, Chen Yuan, think you're tough enough to provoke Yan? At that moment, the girl opposite asked. Everyone at Chen Yuan's school is saying you're that rich guy, Yan Zong, online. Is it true? Yeah, your usernames are the same. Lin Shuttong also realized this at that moment. After we became bound together, he seems to have shown some remorse. Lin Shuttong did make mistakes, but he doesn't deserve to die. Am I really that heartless? What on earth happened to you? I heard that you've been seeing a doctor lately. It seems like you're feeling down. I feel like I might have gone a bit too far. Although he hurt me deeply, I just can't figure it out. Can someone explain to me why Lin Shuttong is here? Lin Shuttong heard you were here, and insisted on coming. We love watching Chen Yuan sleep. Why'd you have to wake him up? Xiong Tao is about to cry. You see, they said if you don't come, they won't come either. How can a handsome guy like you understand the pain of our punin? Not long after, my roommate added me to a matchmaking group. UNZ, focus. How can you be sleepy during a board game? Xiong Tao, why are you yelling so loud? You'll scare Qin Yuan. What does cheating even mean? And then there's Chi-Chi. She was perfectly fine. How did she become so foolish? What kind of spell did Qin Yuan cast on her? Way more than just 30 million. Wu Xiaofei is starting to question his life. Is the world going crazy? Or am I the one losing it? None of this counts. How do you explain this? He's spending money like crazy on other women. Seeing this, Zhao Yuqi felt more at ease. Oh, Qin Yuan already told me about this. And he spent. If someone wants to confess, Qin Yuan can't control that either. Besides, that doesn't mean anything. Wu Xiaofei directly pulled out his phone and checked the trending searches. And what about this? Anyone could cheat. Except for Qin Yuan, he wouldn't. But I just saw a girl downstairs confessing to Qin Yuan. They were even exchanging glances. Zhao Yuqi said, somewhat puzzled. Qin Yuan is such a jerk. Soon after, he angrily told Zhao Yu, Chi-Chi, something's wrong. Qin Yuan cheated. Zhao Yuqi calmly replied, Xiaofei, stop it. At the same time, his affection level reached 91 points. Among the crowd, Wu Xiaofei, who was just watching, was furious. Is that Qin Yuan? He and that girl used to be in that kind of relationship. No, I have to tell Chi-Chi for sure. But Li Yang's emotional neglect is really a turn-off. He didn't treat her well when they were together. Now, what's the point of trying to win her back? He Ji-in, standing to the side, was stunned. Qin Yuan really understands me. Qin Yuan was right. I brought this upon myself. The bystanders' opinions immediately shifted again. Oh my god. So, this isn't some NTR plot after all. But you didn't care. You were the one who slowly pushed her away. Still trying to salvage things at this point. Don't you feel like a clown? This statement suddenly enlightened Li Yang. But when you realized you'd lost your charm, you panicked, filled with a desire to win, yet ignored your girlfriend's feelings. How many nights did she send you messages? I've always envied you. Not only are you good looking, but you're also great at sports. You can easily win the hearts of the opposite sex. So you took the girl's love for granted. Liang thinks I. He scoffed and yelled angrily, what do you mean? Are you here to humiliate me again? It's not humiliation. Actually, it's envy. And I knew he had bad intentions. So I stepped forward and asked Li Yang a soul-searching question. Don't you feel discontent? Don't you find it hard to understand? Don't you think it's not just about being fickle? It hurts too much. Li Yang senpai lost. Li Yang is filled with rage. Why is it Qin Yuan? I'm not just unwilling because you've wronged me too much. I took a look at this loser. I beg you, please don't reject me. The bystanders are all stunned. What kind of NTR scene is this? Why is there another guy? The pure love warrior is down. I finally found you. Today is truly my lucky day. He Ji-in took out her phone. Shyly, she asked, can I add you as a contact? Just adding you as a friend. What's this eye-catcher 3 thing? When the troubled He Ji-in saw me, a spark of excitement appeared in his eyes. He immediately tossed Li Yang aside and rushed over. With an excited expression, he said, you are Qin Yuan, right? Those troublemakers are just stirring things up for fun. What are they yelling about? I was stunned. Isn't that Li Yang, the loser, acting so awkwardly? Please, for the sake of our good times together, give me another chance. The bystanders joined in, urging, forgive him, get back together. Being together like this made He Jin furious. I found it already surrounded by a huge crowd. The guy confessing in the middle was singing a love song. After finishing the song, he affectionately said, baby, I was wrong. I shouldn't have been harsh with you. I shouldn't have given you the cold shoulder. Hearing this, my heart skipped a beat. The pure love warrior. Such an interesting thing. I definitely have to check it out. Arriving at the girls' dormitory. It's only been a few days since we last met. Is my charm really this great? Suddenly, the passerby next to me sent a task. Hurry up. I heard someone is confessing their love below the girls' dormitory. Ha ha ha, is it the pure love warrior, charging for love? Just as I was thinking this, I unexpectedly found someone on the list of admirers. Isn't this Li Yang's girlfriend? I remember her initial affection level was only 25 points. How has it risen to 76 points now? Otherwise, I'd feel bad for a while. When I remembered to check the favorability levels, I realized both of them were just a bit short of completing the route. Their favorability levels are already pretty high. Should I push things hard from here? In the end, it was still Zhao Yuqi's money. I have to say, That restaurant was way too expensive. It actually cost 18,000. Good thing I didn't have to pay. Before, I was only conquered by his wealth. And now, Yen-gu is my spiritual idol. Watching Lan Mao go crazy, I was stunned. How can one be crazier than the other? The other is a well-known local talent, with her nose in the air. But both were easily handled by him. Brother Yan's skills have already surpassed the so-called art of the Jade Maiden. He's simply a male succubus. Blue Hair was stunned once again, so the two didn't end up fighting. President Yan is truly unpredictable. One is a famous streamer on Shark, a chorus master. Xiaomi wanted to fight back, but seeing Zhao Yuqi's confident demeanor, she was at a loss for words. I also stopped the two at the right time. Alright, let's eat. I'm hungry. That finally calmed them down for a bit. The two sides in front of us are not even on the same level. It's like a phoenix against a wild chicken. Not to mention the overwhelming aura. Even the levels are completely different. This is a crushing defeat in every aspect. He didn't even tell you his name. Maybe you should stop calling him brother. He should be younger than you. The blue cat was sweating profusely. Although it's quite a sight to see women fighting. Before I could say anything, Zhao Yuqi laughed out loud. Ha, calling him eunuch brother. So affectionately. This auntie. Like some kind of queen. It's still unclear who will win in the end. Then he said slyly, eunuch brother. You haven't introduced us yet. Who is this lady to you? It only took 2.5 minutes to get it done. Yen, you're amazing. Xiaomi's face is turning black with anger. What the hell is she pretending for? Acting like she's already the main wife. And it affected everyone's meal. Chen Yuan's friends are my friends. I'll treat everyone to this meal today. Lan Mao's eyes sparkled. Oh my goodness. And my affection for her grew as well. It was 8 o'clock when they arrived at 92. 2.5 minutes later, Zhao Yuqi said apologetically, I'm sorry. I wasn't in a good mood just now. I don't want to leave anymore. Chen Yuan, don't go. I'll never do that again. Then Zhao Yuqi started strategizing again in her mind. She was even willing to tell me about her family inheritance, showing that she truly cared for me. Worrying about inheriting the family estate. And I still doubted her. I really owe Chen Yuan an apology. Zhao Yuqi rushed up and hugged me tightly. Chen Yuan, I was wrong. Hearing this, Zhao Yuqi felt a pang in her heart. Tears started flowing uncontrollably. So it was all for me. But I was being so unreasonable. She's been working so hard. I only told you, Chi-Chi, about this. I don't expect you to understand me. It's just that this secret has weighed on me for too long. Then I pretended to leave disappointed. I'm tired, goodbye. Every type of investment and charity had my involvement. I even invested in ridiculous things like the Arctic Glacier relocation project. That girl earlier is a streamer I've been tipping. To keep spending money, I had to play along. To inherit the entire 50 billion yuan estate. To become the head of the family. I tried my best to spend money. No matter what the project. I invested in all of them. It left him stunned on the spot. You should know I come from an extraordinary family. And you've probably wondered why I've always lived so modestly. It's because my family, rooted in the film industry, has an unspoken rule that once the heir turns 18, I must spend 1 billion yuan within a month. Have you seen, Hello Mr. Billionaire? He said with a bewildered face, I'm talking about you cheating. What movie nonsense are you spouting? I'm just quoting a line from the movie, Hello Mr. Billionaire. Seeing me catching up, Zhao Yuqi started cursing, calling me a jerk. You toyed with my feelings. She pushed me against the wall as I grabbed her. Then, determined, I said, Chairman Zhao. And tears started flowing uncontrollably. I suddenly sensed something was wrong. Chairman Zhao was so close to making a comeback here. I followed as well. We can't afford to mess up at this critical moment. What a surprise to run into Chairman Zhao here. Zhao Yuqi even saw me holding hands with Xiaomi. Her affection for me dropped by 5 points instantly. An angry Zhao Yuqi went as far as breaking the guzheng. Right after, she felt a pain in her heart. The last selling point. It's the boss's daughter, Zhao Yuqi. Hearing this, Zhao Yuqi immediately looked over at Chen Yuan. What are you doing here? I was startled. You gave me a scare. Another is the unique view, right? And the third? See, I got the first two right. Blue Hair, your flattery is on point. Brother Bien sure knows how to handle big situations. This is a members-only reservation system. It's very private. But the most famous thing is that this restaurant has 3 major selling points. 3 major selling points. 1 is the excellent dishes. This woman must be a player. I give gifts to others. Why does she get the favorability? After arriving at the most famous private restaurant in Seoul that Lan Mao mentioned, she enthusiastically introduced Yang. Her affection level shot up by 30 points. If his fingers weren't tapping on the screen, but instead tapping on my body, that would be great. My favorability would increase by 30 points. I'm completely stunned. If I had seized the opportunity before, then this 30 million should have been mine. I knew this man was playing me, but the way he spends money is just so charming. Xiaomi instantly fell for him. My sister has never seen that much money in her life. Xiaomi, standing beside me, was amazed at my speed. I've never seen anyone send gifts this fast. No, seriously, even if someone had the speed, I don't have that much money anymore. Later, he regretted it deeply. I just sent out 2,000 rockets. In the blink of an eye, 3,000 rockets were sent out. The streamer who received the gifts saw this, and fainted on the spot in shock. Call 120. Brothers who like to play, don't forget to follow. Seeing this, Xiaomi's expression darkened immediately. No way, he can't possibly. I started spamming gifts at a rate of 2,000 rockets per second, just in 2.5 seconds. Oh dear, I really know I was wrong. Meanwhile, I calmly opened the live streaming app. How could I be angry? You are overthinking. I see a streamer dancing passionately. Seeing this, Xiaomi followed along. Mr. Lan and Mr. Yen brought me along too. All the way, Xiaomi was anything but obedient. He kept leaning against me. Yen Gu, you're not still mad at me, are you? Seeing him so enthusiastic, I directly agreed. No problem, we are all brothers. I will definitely give you face. Without much hesitation, the blue-haired one invited me into the car. My bro Yen gave you tens of millions in donations. Are you treating my brother to this bitter foreign soy milk? Meeting Yen Gu is better than a chance encounter. Today I'm treating you. You have to honor me with your presence. As expected from a professional streamer. As long as there's money, the favorability skyrockets like crazy. Too bad I won't let you off that easily. At this moment, blue hair suddenly freaks out. Don't take it to heart. Xiaomi's affection level instantly soared. Thank you, eunuch. My favorite is the eunuch. The reversal came so fast. I'm totally stunned. Forgive me, please. At this moment, the system also prompted that the simp relationship has been successfully bound, earning 25 enhancement points. I took the opportunity to give him a way out. Fine, you're young and don't know better. I was just joking with you. I can't believe I missed the opportunity. No, I have to make up for it. Then he put on an apologetic look. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you about the castration. And yet you still dare to slander him. Only then did Xiaomi realize. He actually has such a strong background. Was he just testing me earlier? Testing whether I was sincere? Boss Lan, earlier you didn't even wait for Xiaomi to finish speaking. Lan Mao angrily said, you should have bought it earlier. Do you know that brother Yen is my big brother's big brother? His money is enough to bury your entire family alive. Do you know that? His family owns numerous businesses. He has connections everywhere. Such a powerful figure. And now he's calling this loser, bro. He mumbled. Please allow me to treat you. In a bit, let me host. Xiaomi panicked. Lance is being so polite to him. You have to know, Lance is a top rich second generation in Seoul. I finally realized. That's right, it's Xiaolan. I remember you. Yen Gu, I didn't get to drink more with you yesterday. I didn't expect to run into you today. You're here too. We're truly fated. Look at me. I'm the girl in blue who toasted you with brother by yesterday. Seeing how enthusiastic you are, he charged straight at me. Brother Lan, I'm so scared. That pervert even grabbed my hand. But unexpectedly, Lan Mao just swooped past him and walked towards me. Damn, it's actually Chimney. But it's my first time seeing such a real yet two-faced woman. Not long after, a blue-haired man walked in, flirting with my woman in broad daylight. Don't you know whose territory Seoul is? When Xiaomi saw the newcomer, hurry and come pick me up. There's a loser here bothering me. I'm really scared. I've also witnessed the diversity of life. I've seen plenty of real women. Really, it's so frustrating. Xiaomi keeps cursing. My favorability is dropping rapidly. I must be out of my mind to waste time with a loser like you. Then she directly made a call. Lan Gu, I'm at the airport cafe. Xiaomi's affection for me immediately dropped. He defensively said, if you don't have money, don't pretend to be nice. I've never liked you anyway. And you want me to return the gifts? Are you even a man? Back then, you spent millions without even batting an eye. Are you looking down on me for saying this now? And I immediately put on a sincere look, using that money to buy you gifts. Now my dad's company is going bankrupt. Can you return some of the money spent on gifts to me? I'm going to be straight with you. Not only am I broke right now, I also owe tens of millions in debt. She held back her anger and said, President Yen. You're joking, right? Unable to bind. Why didn't you say that from the beginning? Now I can only find a way to lower the other person's favorability. I started suspecting this woman from the call. Right then, I put on a loser act and told her, Xiaomi, the system prompts that the favorability is too high, unable to bind. I was so angry that I trembled all over. This is just ridiculous. Favorability is too high. Now, I'm going to make you feel the pain of loss. At this moment, I noticed Xiaomir's profile. His real name is Suihan. His attractiveness score is 7.8. And his affection for me surprisingly reached a high 60 points. I truly can't believe I can't win you over. Meanwhile, I was utterly disgusted by the little essay sent by Lin Shatong. I once wrote you love letters as good as novels, but you didn't care at all. You even stepped on them. But upon meeting, Xiao Min'er became a bit flustered. The man in front of her, Yen, was not only calm and composed, but he even showed a lack of interest in her. How infuriating. He can be so indifferent in front of a top beauty like me. It turns out that not long ago, Xiaomi's boss gave him an ultimatum: do the top 10 on your leaderboard spend more than he does in a day. This time, even if he has to give himself up, he has to take Yen down. I originally thought my looks could easily captivate any man, as long as I show just a little bit of charm. What Yen? I'll take down all the big spenders. By then, those so-called big spenders will be like fish in my pond, always waiting for me to reel them in. Xiaomi couldn't help but invite me to meet. After leaving him hanging for so long, it's about time to reap the benefits and seal the deal. This time, Xiaomi is also determined. It's just a meeting, right? You'd better not challenge his pocket money with your yearly income. President Yen is not short on cash. Say that again, and I'll turn hostile. Looking at the message on my phone. As expected, just as I thought. Seeing me leave in a hurry. Some people wondered if I was afraid of paying the bill. But then I got interrupted. With President Yan's status, do you think he can't afford a round of drinks? I knew it was time. So I said goodbye to the group of rich kids. You guys go ahead and drink. I have something to do, so I'll head out first. Let's catch up next time. What are they worth? The one called Castrated is the real deal. I feel like he's the mysterious person who spent millions on the female streamer before. Right when everyone was raising their glasses, streamer Xiaomi sent me a message. The one who just toasted him is Bai Qilin from Bai Realty. It feels like we're facing Han City. It's a gathering of the top second-generation circle. If I can get help from one of them, I won't have to worry about food and clothing in my next life. I'll always follow your lead. Then, the other rich kids also raised their glasses. President Yen, we're the same. Even the bystanders couldn't help but feel envious. This person seems to have a significant background. Today, you really got to indulge yourself. White Hair raised a glass of juice. Brother Yen, you're magnanimous, don't hold grudges. I really admire you. From now on, I'm your follower. Quickly put away your powers. Zhang Haotian leaned over theatrically at this moment. He knew he was not good enough. Quickly raise a glass to President Yen and act like a big shot. It's not that simple. How about I help you round it up? Make it an even 60 million. White Hair grabbed my hand tightly. Boss Yen, I'm begging you. I know I was wrong. I usually only spend a few $100,000 at most. I can't even imagine spending 20 million like that. Not to mention me. If my parents saw, they'd probably kick me out of the house. But I couldn't help but excitedly say, 20 million doesn't sound good. Who exactly is this Mr. Yen? How is his family richer than Heaven and Earth Bank? Spending tens of millions like it's a few bucks. Seeing that I wasn't upset, White Hair Kai let out a sigh of relief. I took a closer look. Feeling a bit annoyed, I said, I was in the bathroom for that long. You just spent 20 million. If you don't know how to spend, don't play. Even the rich kids watching behind were left speechless. I squeezed right into the crowd. What are you all yelling about here? I asked. White Hair handed me the phone with an innocent look. Boss Yen, you're finally back. Please, save the kid. Hurry, hurry, it's almost 1,300. Come on, push for 1,400. Damn, it's 1,800. All the rich kids were staring in awe. It felt like I was seeing something I'd never seen before in my life. But I was utterly confused. Who is this guy? Is he from Chengdu? After going back to the room, I could only hear everyone shouting, 1,200. Majestic and overpowering. Vast and boundless. In comparison, his own was like a little sparrow, trembling with fear. Then he looked at me with envy and gave me a thumbs up. Just send whatever, since the system pays anyway. Whenever it's convenient for me. The muscular guy beside me curiously glanced over. But soon he witnessed a terrifying scene. What stood before him was like a giant dragon. Start stalling for time. I have a devoted admirer. So I'm not afraid of you spending on women. But when it comes time for me to pay, that will really hurt. Gotta send gifts. He looked completely spaced out. He actually told me to swipe as I please. Does he really trust me that much? Well, I'm going to take it seriously then. Then I went straight to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. Use my account and send them however you like. Remember, don't ever save money for me. Spend what needs to be spent. The guy with white hair picked up his phone. Others thought I was angry and about to start a fight. They were already prepared to watch the show. But unexpectedly, I just unlocked my phone and tossed it onto the table. Fine, it's just sending some gifts, right? Seeing this group put on a two-man act, I immediately waved my hand. I tossed the wine glass onto the table. Time to show these snobs what the real world looks like. Seeing me like this. Brother Yen, he's just joking. Don't take it to heart. Xiao Bai, you spoil your girl. Why should President Yen pay for it? Your demand is too unreasonable. I wonder if Mr. Yen could help me out a little. I couldn't help but sneer. Here we go again. Every time someone tries to test my strength, these rich people always love to look down on others. Zhang Haotian was also there, trying to mediate. I was still wondering what this guy was up to. Unexpectedly, the white-haired guy said, "Brother, I also have a favorite streamer. I wanted to support him, but I've already used up all my allowance this month. I should be the one thanking everyone for their strong support." This is when the white-haired guy leaned over. I've heard for a long time that Yen is a big spender on the Shark Live streaming platform. I have a favor to ask Yen. The little brothers around were exchanging glances. After it was done, I invited a few people to a high-end club for a post-battle summary. It's truly a great honor to meet the wealthy Mr. Yen today. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're all too kind. But I blocked his path directly. Where do you think you're going? Letting you go is not impossible. But first, slap yourself 250 times. Soon, Mago started slapping himself wildly, surrounded by the crowd. Lu Wenjie jerked his leg and left. From today on, we're done. Don't contact me again in the future. Seeing the situation go south, Mago tried to slip away quietly. He saw Liao's tearful plea to Wenjie. Don't leave me. It's not that I'm vain. I'm just afraid of being poor. Please, give me one more chance, okay? Whoever has money, I'll follow them. He turned and left, leaving without looking back. However, in the next moment, his feet felt so heavy that he couldn't take a step. Liao Jia was so angry that she chased him for 30,000 miles. You scoundrel, how dare you deceive me? I'm going to kill you. Seeing this scene, Lu Wenjie looked despondent. Turns out, I fell for someone like this. With such clumsy methods, he should have starved long ago. I didn't expect that there are really dim-witted girls who fall for it. Ha ha ha, have you ever thought about taking a leak and seeing if you really deserve to be with a rich person? After it was exposed that Ma Dou was a fake rich second generation, there's a coal mine at home. And I've shed blood in America. Actually, all of this is a lie. This guy loves to pretend to be rich and deceive foolish little girls. You don't really think she's a rich second generation, do you? I wondered who it was. Turns out it's Mago. Do you still remember me? And this young lady, did she tell you her name is Makai? The group was surrounded by luxury cars. Oh, Wenjie, you're doing this too. Then the rich kid saw green hair, immediately got interested. No worries, let your little brothers take the stage now. The real show is about to start. Soon, the roar of engines broke through the mountain pass. Several $1 million luxury cars appeared one after another, in just 2.5 seconds. But let's set the facts aside. You're acting like this today to disgust me, and you're not at fault. Zhang Haotian was getting a bit anxious. Yen, she figured it out. Liao Jia quickly became furious upon realizing this. Lu Wenjie, are you putting on a show for me? I've known you for so long. Do you think I don't know your family's situation? It was wrong of me to cheat on you. This acting is way too realistic. Green hair is a bit shocked too. Is this Lu Wenjie? How did he transform like this? Could he be a hidden rich second generation? And that person was none other than Lu Wenjie, whom she had just dumped. As soon as they got out, the two started acting. Wenjie, you really scared me just now. The new car you bought for me almost got hit by that guy. Lu Wenjie's hands had nowhere to go. A stunning beauty stepped out of the car. As an old pervert, he felt. Holding hands with her could extend his life by 99 years. Liao Jia, who was standing by, was stunned. Because another person got out of the car. I also want to ask you to help me act out a scene tomorrow. The Liao family, still basking in the joy of finding a rich man, was stopped the next second by an American-style car block. Green hair angrily made a friendly gesture and yelled, "Can't you drive properly?" But then he was dumbfounded. Or his good buddy Qin Yuan, introducing me to his personal circle. It shows that he has me in his heart. That's why I told him. Of course, that's not all. Lele, let me introduce you to someone. This is my good buddy, Lu Wenjie. Su Lele seemed a bit puzzled. Brother Yuan called me out so late. Just to introduce me to a friend? Brother Yuan, I missed you so much. Seeing such affection from an 8 out of 10 beauty, even I, Wenjie, was stunned. Is this still the Qin Yuan I knew, the king of simps? And it looks like Yuan Zai is the one being licked. Let's see if I can borrow a car to meet up. Wenjia was dumbfounded. ENGSUB seems to have become a little different. Soon, Su Lele saw me. She immediately rushed over. Have them drive over tomorrow. Then I took out another phone and called. Good evening. Is Lele free to come out? I want to see you. Soon after, I called Zhang Haotian. Hello, Haotian. I'd like to borrow a few cars. Nothing too expensive. No need for anything too fancy. A few million will do. Help me contact a few trustworthy friends. You don't think she's a bad woman? Looks like I still need to teach you a lesson. Wenjia, you need to trust me. I'll take care of everything from now on. I will definitely make Liao Jia kneel and repent in front of you. I know, but I just can't help but think about her. I suddenly understood. It's just very unwilling, right? Feeling like she acted on impulse. Get a grip, damn it. She's the one at fault. Isn't it you who should put away your broken pride? Be a shameless sycophant. Is that interesting? You've already downed 8 bottles of Waha. UNZ, analyze this for me. Is it something I did wrong? Is it still possible to win her back now? This is driving me mad. It hurts so much. 3 years of love went up in flames. I was planning to take him home to meet my parents for the new year. Hearing this melodramatic plot, I can only laugh. Wenzi, stop drinking for now. He saw a heart-wrenching scene. My girlfriend, whom I truly love, is actually being affectionate with a stranger. In that moment, it felt like the sky was falling. They are the ones getting soaked in the rain, but the one who's heartbroken is me. This is when I found out. Wenzi was on his birthday. His girlfriend made plans with her friend to get their nails done. But she didn't come home until very late. Just when he was anxiously searching for Liao Jia. How could it be Lu Wenjia? As soon as I answered, I almost went deaf from the noise. UNZ, I've been cheated on. I don't want to live anymore. Just bring the car to Han City Riverside Villa Community No. 1. Zhang Haotian took the card in a daze. This smoke can't belong to some nouveau riche, right? At that moment, an unexpected person called me. This car is too cheap, but it's just right as a gift for Chairman Zhao. More than 20 million, so be it. I can see you've done your best, Xiao Zhang. Where do I swipe the card? The acceleration time to 100 km per hour is under 3 seconds. It is a luxury car worth a total of 22.5 million. I see. What sincerity can you show, my lord? I have my hesitations. Ferrari LaFerrari with a 6.3-liter V12 naturally aspirated engine. It can output a maximum power of 588 kilowatts. The electric motor independently outputs 120 kilowatts of power. The total maximum output is 800 horsepower, matched with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. He quickly walks towards a covered car. Although the front seat isn't from those top luxury cars, I still have a pretty expensive one here. Come on out, my Ferrari LaFerrari. The next moment, a brand new sports car appeared before me. How come you have neither this nor that? Xiao Zhang, your business isn't that big, is it? It feels like Xiao Qiao's Zhang Haotian has decided to bring out his store's treasure. You can buy a house worth tens of millions. But I really don't believe you can afford a car worth that much. Do you have those? Zhang Haotian is now seriously doubting if this Mr. Yen is here to sabotage his business. Our shop usually deals in vehicles priced between 2 million and 8 to 9 million. We don't have any of what you're asking for, I said with a hint of regret. That's a top-tier luxury car, limited to only 20 in the world. It's 1.6 billion yuan. Where would we even find that here? So you don't have anything good here either. That Lamborghini Veneno or Pagani Huayra wouldn't be bad either. I want a Bugatti Chiron. Do you have one? Zhang Haotian is wondering if he heard it wrong. What the hell, you? He forcefully suppressed the urge to argue with me. You really love to joke. I can't speak for other places. But in this city, the luxury cars I have here are the most complete. There's nothing you can't imagine, but there's nothing I can't find here. Even the sales girls are smitten. It's amazing that Mr. Zhang personally received him. He's probably the son of some chaebol. It's a pity that men like him are not the kind we can think about. Zhang Haotian kept introducing me as we walked. You are truly outstanding for your age. At first, I heard Hong Pengzi talking about Manager Yen. I thought he was an older man. I didn't expect Manager Yen to be so young and handsome. And his charisma is so impressive. I smirk wickedly. Brother Zhang, you are so young to be managing such a large car dealership. You are truly accomplished at a young age. Mr. Yen, please don't call me brother. I can't bear that. Just call me Xiao Zhang. You should know that it's a company worth tens of billions. Not only does he have an automobile manufacturing business, but he also has a transportation fleet at the port. It seems he's the son of a big corporation. That's right, he turns out to be a super wealthy second generation. A handsome guy named Zhang Haotian came up to me. He runs a small business at home. I personally manage a small car dealership. It's an honor to meet you, General Yen. Only then did I realize this guy is actually the son of the Zhang group. I have channels available. This made me suddenly realize. Right, I already bought a house. Just one more car to go. After arriving at the dealership, I just helped a little. It was just at that moment when everyone was flattering each other. A car salesman came out. Does Mr. Yen need a car? Have you considered buying one? For the first time, I, Hong, feel like a frog in a well. It really opened my eyes. That's what a true tycoon is. That's what generosity is. President Hong, you're too kind. As soon as I picked up my phone, I realized the group chat had already exploded. President Yen is awesome. He bought a villa in full, just like that. Not to mention, after buying it, he gave it directly to a girl. Although the house is bought, we still need to stay on top of things with Chairman Zhao. After all, his favorability is maxed out. There's a 25-point attribute bonus. Let's go see what Red Fatty has left to sell. President Yen is really straightforward. I enjoy dealing with someone like you. If you need anything in the future, just call me anytime. I smile seductively, wanting to take my kickback. We'll never see each other again. Impossible, absolutely impossible. Why is Chen Yuan so wealthy? At this moment, I have arrived at the Real Estate Transaction Bureau, looking at the 50 million in my account. The bald man's eyes are full of smiles. Both of them were stunned. Li Eng's eyes were about to pop out. Seeing this, Su Lele was even more disappointed. Liang, since you trust me so little, let's just break up. Be careful next time, okay? Sorry, I was in a rush. I forgot you don't like being too flashy. I'll definitely pay more attention next time. Be careful not to hit your head. Don't pick me up in such an expensive car. But when I saw Lao Hong driving a luxury car, I instantly got upset. You're really something. I told you not to drive such a fancy car. What does Qin Yuan have? But just then, a voice interrupted them. Old Hong, just drive in directly. I'm studying, trying to keep it low-key. Li Yang, you're hurting me. Let go. Qin Yuan is nothing but a worthless dog under my feet. So what if the coach likes him? In this society, it's all about who has money and power. My dad can buy me a Tesla, but he still chose an ordinary life. The more Li Yang listened, the angrier he got. He grabbed He Jin's hand and said, shut up. He can never beat me. Never, ever. As fellow college students, he's done so many good things. Yet he's modest about it. Just like after he beat you, he could have been someone exceptional. You were just applauding that guy, Qin Yuan, like crazy. What do you mean? Li Yang, are you crazy? Why are you being jealous? I only have pure admiration for Qin Yuan. Not only that, my favorability towards him is rising rapidly. Li Yang, who saw this scene, was displeased with He Jin. I hope you give me an explanation. I saw everything. I hate this so much. I should be the one standing on stage, receiving flowers and applause. Not him. Li Yang also noticed He Jin at this moment. Cheer for me. Qin Yuan is so handsome. When did I ever do those things? Li Yang gritted his teeth in anger. Damn it, I really can't understand this. Qin Yuan should have been utterly disgraced this time. Why are the principal and teachers so blind? But I was completely confused. What is this about? Why am I suddenly called up to receive an award? And what about being courageous and helping others? Being helpful to others. What a noble soul he has. Let us learn from student Qin Yuan. Be a person useful to society. Immediately, the applause was thunderous. The classmates were cheering with joy. Student Qin Yuan not only has an upright lifestyle, but is also helpful. He has even acted courageously on multiple occasions, yet remains humble and unassuming. What a magnificent character this is. Students, there have been some rumors about our student Qin Yuan on the forum recently, but according to my thorough investigation, it was completely fabricated. It's slander. Today, I proved it to the whole school in front of all the students. You'll see. I will definitely give you justice. I, Hu Daishianjiu, am defiant for life. I won't suffer this injustice. The next day, the principal held the Huda Star Commendation ceremony, started to exclude me, even made up rumors out of thin air. In the end, the teacher expelled me, claiming my relationship affected others' grades. Qin Yuan, I totally get you. Just wait and see. As the saying goes, a tree that stands out in the forest is sure to be blown down by the wind. Back then, all the girls in school liked me. As a result, some people were unhappy. They all targeted me. It's like the view of the auditorium. I feel healed. The principal was full of questions. Is this Qin Yuan some kind of popular heartthrob? Just like I was back then. Even if he is a jerk, I still love him. I like the way he runs. I hope he runs to me. His smile is so pure and healing. This is Qin Yuan. I'm in love. He's so handsome. How could such a boy be a jerk? Can you make your rumors any more ridiculous? Then please let me have a moment to shine. The video of me winning the race is trending, and that handsome face is making the girls go wild. Could I have wronged him? No, I have to take another look at that post. Clicked on it. Public opinion has completely reversed. If he's a jerk, his righteous spirit will be remembered forever. Generous and chivalrous, the timely reign. This is a small token of our appreciation for him. The principal was shocked yet again. Why is it for Qin Yuan again? It's always Qin Yuan. Hello, I am the principal of Hu University. May I ask who you are looking for? We are here to present a banner to Qin Yuan. He acted bravely a few days ago. He helped our family a great deal. Were the forum posts purely smearing him? Was he truly an extraordinary man? But suddenly, the two outside the window left him puzzled again. What's going on here? Why is someone presenting a banner? The principal left him disappointed. Smoking in loneliness. Pondering life. Was I wrong? Was Qin Yuan actually framed? I'm not worthy of being in a relationship. Of course Qin Yuan is a good person. He didn't do anything wrong. He just doesn't love me. Seeing the results so far from what I expected. Little did they know. Lin Shuang had long been turned into my loyal follower. As soon as I mentioned that I didn't like him anymore, Lin Shuang got even more upset. I deserve it. Look at this setup and stance. The security guard is totally baffled. So, you liked Qin Yuan, but Qin Yuan rejected you? Or did you just think he was a good guy? I just lose control. But Qin Yuan is really, really great. Thinking of him makes me feel awful. It breaks my heart. Uncle Security, can I have some more tissues? Unfortunately, I'm not worthy of him. It's all my fault for being vain, fickle and indecisive. That's why Qin Yuan doesn't want me anymore. Sorry, whenever I mention Qin Yuan, come with us. Everyone was stunned when we arrived. All we could see was Lin Shuang crying non-stop, sobbing. Qin Yuan, he's a good person. What a coincidence. The two security guards found Lin Shuang again. Hello, student. About your classmate Qin Yuan. We need your assistance for some questions in the investigation. Although he seems a bit strange, he probably wouldn't lie. Qin Yuan is likely a good person, but the principal is convinced I'm a jerk. How about asking that guy's classmates? By my woman's intuition. The principal was skeptical. Can we trust what Zhao Yuqi says? The teacher beside him told him. Zhao Yuqi is the vice president of the student council. We are professionally trained. We are generally very rigorous. But isn't this hero a bit too exaggerated? What gives you the right to make that conclusion? However, Zhao Yuqi firmly told them. Strike with a heavy hand. He is powerful and mysterious, guarding this city filled with desire and sin. I believe Qin Yuan is a hero. Classmate Zhao Yuqi. He also possesses remarkable skills. What he hates most are scum who hit women. Whenever night falls, Qin Yuan transforms into a dark messenger. Punish the wicked and eliminate evil. The second-ranked belle, Zhao Yuqi, told the principal. He comes from a prestigious family. His worth is extraordinary. Yet he is generous and charitable. He hopes to relieve others of their troubles. I will personally investigate this. If it's true, I will expel this disgraceful student. I ended up failing while dating 3 school belles. Yet all 3 unanimously agreed that I'm an extraordinary guy. I really want to see what kind of person he is. Sounds of anger were also heard from the principal's office. This is too much. This is outrageous. I will not allow such a bad influence in my school, because his outrageous behavior towards girls affected everyone's studies in high school. Their high school's college acceptance rate dropped by a full 10 percentage points compared to previous years. Students who saw this news were shocked. I didn't expect the school to have such equipment. The original poster is being suppressed and targeted. According to insider information, the women who had contact with Qin Yuan did not do so willingly. They all reluctantly dealt with him after being harassed to the point of exhaustion. His behavior is appalling. I want you to be ruined. It's just a few more lines under the post. Qin Yuan is in romantic relationships with multiple women. He's playing the field. Women frequently complain about him and belittle him. I'll record everything. I'll post it later. Li Yang is really pleased with himself. So what if the little brat won the competition? So what if the coach likes you? Yang, slow down when you talk. Let's focus on talking about the experiences of someone who excessively flatters someone they like. Yes, I love to hear that. Like harassing little girls and stuff. Expand on that. I've got a lot of dirt on him. He's probably not even worthy of being called a scumbag. Most likely, he's been obsessively clinging to that girl, harassing her. That got the 3 of them interested. The difference in appearance is too big now. He quickly snapped out of his surprise. Qin Yuan, I know him. We went to the same high school. Since we were young, he's always been a hopeless simp. We are taking care of him. Li Yang took a look and realized. Isn't this the guy from the sprint race? His name is Qin Yuan, right? Could he be the little brat I used to beat up? He felt very confused. The three were startled. They walked silently. Scared me to death. Young-gu, there's a guy named Chen Yuan in the College of Arts who is really arrogant lately. Who would have thought? It actually topped the charts directly. Hee, this guy's reputation is finished. What are you three doing? Li Yang looked at his roommates, puzzled as they were pulling the curtains and turning off the lights in broad daylight. Oh my gosh. What's going on? So Chen Yuan is a total scumbag? In the boys' dormitory, 3 people are happily celebrating their masterpiece going viral. Why can't I encounter such good luck? It's making me sick with jealousy. But when he helped check the room prices, he discovered something was seriously wrong. Chi-Chi, stop showing off already. I won't let him off easily. Chen Yuan said it all. What's his is mine. Looking at the love-struck person in front of him. Wu Xiaofei really thinks that fools have their own blessings. Yeah, I'm going to see the house with him today. Let me tell you, Chen Yuan bought this house for 60 million. Quick, help me check the housing prices in Jiankou district. What if that fat guy selling the house tricks me? Hey, how did you know? Chen Yuan gave me a house. Wu Xiaofei is about to explode with anger. Who asked you about the house? What, he even gave you a house? Looks like we've been a bit too high profile lately. Someone's not happy about it. I wonder who it could be. Zhao Yuqi also returned to her dorm, absent-minded. Chi-Chi, where have you been just now? Turns out someone exposed me on the campus forum, claiming I was two-timing with ENGSUB. What a joke. I'm clearly the one splurging on everyone. This is straight-up slander. Was that I once chased after Lin Shutong, a class beauty, for 3 whole years. If you call me a scumbag, you might as well say I'm a hopeless simp. Just when I had totally crushed Li Yang, my roommate suddenly called me a scumbag, and I still can't get you. One of the top 10 school beauties. I've dated 3 of them myself. So those who dislike me labeled me the ultimate scumbag of Hu University. But what they didn't expect. You look distracted. He Jin hurriedly explained, nothing, really. I was just a bit worried about you. But somehow my affection for you keeps rising. I sneered in my heart, I'm so handsome. And her favorability instantly increased by 5 points. How come I didn't notice that guy was a bit handsome just now? Seeing this, Li Yang said unhappily, what's wrong with you? I told him, this matter is up to whoever. I'm not interested. Then I directly walked past the 2 and left. He Jiying saw this. Are you interested in joining the track team? I can guarantee that you'll make the national team in the future. Li Yang saw this. With tears and snot, I said to the coach, wasn't this spot supposed to be reserved for me? It broke the record for the fastest time ever. But right now, we still know nothing about him. He isn't even one of our competitors. A burly man approached me. Young man, I see potential in your bones. He ran a full lap around the track. My dashing figure left He Jin in awe. Even someone as great as Old Li lost. A new champion has been born. He broke the record. What did we just witness? A real flying man has appeared. In the face of his speed, even Superman would have to call him bro. In just a few seconds, I sneered coldly in my heart. Tremble, collapse. Li Yang, with just your mere 10 years of hard training, how can you compare to my week's worth of system upgrades? At this moment, everyone in the audience was dumbfounded. It startled him again. Hey handsome, I'm on your left. Li Yang felt like his worldview had collapsed. He actually lapped me completely. Only a few seconds have passed. Although I don't know who you are. Old Master Wan is about to show you what it means to have the presence of an emperor. But the next second, he was dumbfounded. Where the hell is he? Just as the sound arrived, he gathered all his strength, and began to break the seal. Come forth, my golden left foot. In an instant, all his strength converged in one place. His confidence reignited. His face turned pale immediately. Damn, just watch. Liang, I will defeat you in your area of expertise. Seeing that I am so disrespectful, Liang was furious. He panicked all of a sudden. At such a fast speed. It's impossible. Which guy is this outrageous? After seeing who I am. They're just a bunch of ants. They're merely a backdrop on my path to success. But the next second, he couldn't laugh anymore. A shadow flashed before him. Suddenly, someone noticed something strange. Hey, why is there someone squatting outside the track? A loud command sounded. The blue figure took the lead. He pulled a considerable distance ahead of everyone. It's practically already in the bag. Then he glanced at He Jin off the field with a look as if to say, watch me perform. This made He Jin cheer even louder. Go, hubby. You're the best, hubby. 22 points, more than the others. That's pretty interesting. Soon, the man arrived at the field, ready for the match. He looked completely confident. This match isn't just something we must win. Successfully bound the simp relationship level 4. When the affection level exceeds 95 points, You get a 10% simp bonus. And gain 22 attribute points. I can barely contain my excitement. Seeing that nothing has changed in their character, I suddenly ignited the thought of revenge. What a narrow road for enemies. This time, it's my turn to have fun with you. At the same time, the relationship of the simp is bound. With your lousy self. Why don't you take a look at yourself in the mirror? Do you really think you're worthy of pursuing Xiao Ruoyu? A toad wants to eat swan meat. You should give up on that idea. This guy looks familiar. He instantly triggered my memories. Isn't this the guy who beat me up in high school? All for competing over a girl. He made me lose face and lose my crush. Suddenly, an angry voice came through. Assistant, what are you doing? I'm her boyfriend. You better give up now. Get lost. Even though they seem a bit fierce, they're still quite attractive. Without saying a word, I took out my phone. Sure, if you want me to leave, it's simple. Just add me to your contacts. The playground has been reserved by our sports club. We're going to hold a sprint competition. Could you please step aside? Looking at the person trying to push me away, I suddenly felt a spark of affection. If I don't find someone else soon, I'll be left with no one to lick. Hey, you, can you move to the side? You're obstructing someone else's competition. It's going to be a classic rescue from the water situation. After escaping from two women about to fight, I came to the playground alone to hunt for prey. Lin Shutong and Su Lele have both been conquered. Zhao Yuqi is just one small tremble away. We clearly agreed to ally. But now you're hiding here seducing Qin Yuan. Seeing two women about to fight, I directly put all the points into agility. If I don't slip away now, today can truly be called a double blessing. Next, it's time to decide where to enhance. At that moment, a familiar voice rang again. Su Lele, you backstabbing bastard. You're really a bad woman. At the same time, the favorability increased by 1 point, reaching 95 points. Successfully turned into my simp. Also returned 530,000 in cash and rewards. We were both laughing with joy at the +5 enhancement. Let's go before someone else comes and gives him a couple more stabs. Su Lele saw the danger was over. She pounced forward and hugged him. Brother Yuan, you saved me again. I was so scared just now. So it turns out the real strong ones can bring the game into reality. The thugs were thrown into chaos. Kid, you're lucky today. Don't let me catch you again. Big bro, just drop it. A flash of red light appeared in my eyes. With a kick, I took one of them down. My roommates were stunned. When did UNZ get this strong? He even used a blind man's kick. The thug was not happy to see this. A dog meddling in affairs. Mind your own business. Get him and take him down. In an instant, the three little brothers rushed forward. Even I can't stand listening to this. He flipped the thug's hand 360 degrees. That should be enough. Get out of here before I get angry. Hurry up and leave. Stop talking. If you can't come up with 15 million today, you'll have to come with us. With your looks, you'll definitely do well at our nightclub. You could make that in a year or two. Pay back. 5 million is just the principal. There's still interest. The interest is still 15 million. You're completely extorting us. This is robbery. A thug grabbed Su Lele's hand. A few thugs swaggered up with weapons and said, you must be old Su's daughter. When is your dad going to pay back the money he owes us? Hearing this, Su Lele's face turned dark. I clearly paid you back 5 million last time. Why do you still want more? Chen Yu, let me treat you to a drink. No, wait, I'll make you a lifetime member at my internet cafe. You can have unlimited access. I was about to refuse. But suddenly, there was an explosion behind me. My dad owns a chain of internet cafes. This internet cafe belongs to my dad. Thanks to you, my family's debt has been paid off. He said excitedly. You still need to play some games while making money. So I went to the front desk to turn on a computer. But I found out the person at the counter was Su Lele. I was full of confusion. How are you here? The 5 million was just the principal. There's still 15 million left to repay. It turns out that not long ago, I ditched Zhao Liqui, who was almost won over, and went to an internet cafe. No woman is more important than a brother. As the sound of the payment notification came through, even Su Lele didn't expect me to be so generous. He made up his mind to spend the rest of his life repaying me. I thought once the 5 million was paid off, it would be over. But unexpectedly, the thugs came back again. Where's my heartfelt confession? It's just because my parents owe hundreds of thousands. The school beauty is ready to sell herself to pay off the debt. I thought my life would end like this. But unexpectedly, I directly sent her 500. I told him I had made plans with my roommates to go to an internet cafe to play games. You go back by yourself. I watched my figure disappear. Zhao Liqui is a bit disappointed. It shouldn't be like this. Zhao Yuqi blushed. But just then, I interrupted him with a call. He looked at me, Qin Yuan, in confusion. Aren't you getting out of the car? He's so considerate and generous. He'll definitely be a good father in the future. Should the wedding be held in Milan or the Alps? What should we name the child? Thinking of this time it can be said that I've made a huge profit. Zhao Yuqi also had her own little calculations in mind. Based on my experience reading novels, Chen Yuan just said so many embarrassing things. The next step must be a confession. Meanwhile, I couldn't be more excited. Chairman Zhao's favorability has already reached 90 points. Once the conversion is complete, the 70 million I spent on him will yield a cashback of 7 million, plus the bonus from attribute points. As I was leaving, the bald man felt a bit emotional. Given Yan's status, he actually insists on taking a taxi every day to exercise. Sure enough, the richer one is, the more low-key they become. Just focus on your work. It will always happen. Not long after, I directly paid a deposit of 10 million first. I told him the rest. Transfer the money after the ownership change. Even the bald boss's secretary is tempted by this. Boss, look, others already have villas. When will you give me one too? The bald guy is dumbfounded. I really can't afford that. Until finally, the favorability level reached 90 points. As expected of me, the acting is becoming more and more exquisite. The film industry owes me an Oscar. What kind of relationship do we have? Isn't what's mine also yours? Why make distinctions between us? This speech really charmed Zhao Yuqi. The favorability level started rising rapidly. Zhao Yuqi was momentarily stunned. His mind was racing. Isn't property naming only allowed for legal spouses? Could Qin Yuan mean that kind of thing? I told him, and affectionately said, didn't the housing restrictions just come out? I already have too many properties in my name. I want to put a property under your name. Besides, I also hope to give you a home. Hearing my heartfelt confession, Qin Yuan, this isn't right. I can't accept it. I definitely can't let him go. Because once he takes it, I get 7 million. Then I grabbed his hand. There should be a limit. This is too ridiculous. 60 million is not the same as 60 bucks. Is this some kind of scam from northern Myanmar? Am I going to be tricked into drinking something like obedience water? He refused with some panic. What kind of financial power and ambition is this? I hope I didn't offend her with what I just said. Zhao Yuqi also looks pale. Qin Yuan is being too exaggerated. No matter how rich or generous you are, you're asking me about this. I don't even know whether to buy it or not. Besides, it doesn't really concern me, right? But I said with deep affection that this house is bought as a gift for you. Even a bald man wouldn't spend 60 million to give someone a gift. Had I known, I wouldn't have quoted so low. I should have said 80 million. I looked at Zhao Yuqi behind me and said, Chi-Chi, do you think it's suitable to buy this house? Zhao Yuqi is somewhat at a loss. Unexpectedly, he said with disappointment, only 60 million. Well, okay then. We were both stunned. What's going on here? Someone actually bought a house, and complained that it was too cheap. What do you think of this price? Seeing how disappointed I was, he started to panic a little. Was the price too high? As expected, it's not easy to fool someone from a noble family. Several groups of people were quite interested, but they were all calculating their own little schemes. His expected price for this house is 50 million. He left some room for negotiation. So he directly quoted a price of 60 million. Seeing how generous I am, the man started to feel a bit insecure. To be honest with you, even though I urgently need the money, before you came, is Chinyi really going to buy a house here? This kind of mansion must cost tens of millions. I told him, I want this villa. Just tell me how much you want. It's a place of great power and advantage. The feng shui here is excellent. If it weren't for the lack of money, I would almost want to bury myself here. Zhao Yuqi was stunned listening nearby. The total building area of the villa is 500 square meters. The usable area reaches 200 square meters. The decoration was designed by a famous designer. The whole house is furnished with custom-made Italian imported furniture. Look here, the river flows majestically. His probing. I am Hong Yuanxiao, doing a little business. Recently, I've encountered some cash flow issues. I have no choice but to sell this villa. Mr. Yen, please take a look. This Mr. Yen seems rather unremarkable. But his companion has an extraordinary presence. Could she be a member of some film family? It seems that today's price is going to be hard to negotiate. He reached out to begin. Why did you bring me here? Soon, two figures approached them. This must be President Yen, right? I apologize for not welcoming you sooner. But inside, he felt a bit uncertain. Early the next morning, I took Zhao Yuqi to the destination. I wonder how much favorability would increase by giving him a villa. Zhao Yuqi was quite puzzled. Qin Yuan, why are you being so mysterious? Even if we're wrong, making friends who can casually drop tens of millions without blinking has its perks. There are naturally many advantages. Send him the address. When the time comes, we'll probe his intentions first. Dragon King isn't just a shill. He actually has money. The man named Dragon King didn't flinch at all. Is he really rich or just pretending? You'll know when the time comes. I was just planning to buy a villa to store some things. I'll go check out the houses in the next couple of days. The top-ranked guys I play cards with were all stunned. Damn, this guy really seems like he's planning to buy. Could we have been wrong? The location is a riverside villa in Jiangkou district. I was taken aback. Jiangkou district is a well-known wealthy area. A villa there costs at least tens of millions. I immediately agreed. Tens of millions are just pocket change. Brother, I have a deal. Can you help me out? I chuckled coldly inside. Looks like these rich guys want to test me. Alright, I'll play along. I was pleasantly surprised. Could this be the legendary streamer crash group? As soon as I joined the group, someone tagged me. President Yen, you're really generous. Gotta think of something. Gotta push things forward a bit more. At this moment, Dragon King from the streaming platform invited me to join a group chat. The group was full of top supporters of various streamers. If her affection level weren't just a pathetic 40, I would have almost thought she fell for me. She truly lives up to being a goddess. Such brilliant tactics. Making the prey think they're the hunter. I couldn't help but click my tongue. Zhao Yuqi is really generous. She actually gave me such an expensive phone, but seeing how much she likes me, I just want to laugh. She said in an unquestionable tone. Of course, we were talking about how to form an alliance. If we don't form an alliance, then Chen Yuan will really be taken away by Zhao Yuqi. And looking at the new phone in my hand, Lin Shutong was caught off guard. Talk about what? What do we have to talk about? It's all your fault for the bad women. Su Lele grabbed her firmly. It's only been a few days. And now there's already another, Zhao Yuqi. But at that moment, Su Lele approached. You're Lin Shutong, right? Let's find a place to talk. The two of them are truly utterly defeated now. Before long, I left directly with Zhao Yuqi. The two girls could only watch Lin Shutong helplessly, feeling quite dejected. Is it really this hard for me to win Chinyan back? Even the three guys in the dorm can't take it. Watching him receive gifts, I feel worse than if I had eaten a bitter gourd. This is a phone that costs over 10,000 yuan. I can't believe Zhao Yuqi is so generous. This attack left the two of them utterly defeated. Then he pulled out a gift box and handed it to me. I'm a bit surprised. Isn't this the latest Huawei Mate 60 Pro? Now it's not just the two girls who are upset. Chi-Chi Zhao Yuqi started speaking in a passive-aggressive tone. You're welcome. When delivering breakfast, of course, you should prioritize what the other person likes to eat. If you can't even think of that, how can you say you like them? Truly impressive, Chairman Zhao. He figured out my taste through the details. Winning like this without making a fuss. Feels really nice to be cared for. Thank you. Chen Yuan is bound to bring her countless surprises. This made him determined to definitely win me over. So the next day, he also brought breakfast. I was extremely happy. It's really authentic. After we had crayfish yesterday, Zhao Yuqi was moved by a side of me that no one knows about. The more I look at Chen Yuan, the more mysterious he seems. He has a strong intuition. I'm completely baffled by this move. How did you know I love beef noodle soup? Zhao Yuqi then said, when we were eating crawfish yesterday. I guess you really love spicy food. I happen to know a place with authentic Beijing-style beef noodles. A voice came through. The roommates were all angry. Hey man, leave some for us. The person coming in was Zhao Yuqi. Chen Yuan, I brought you beef noodles. So I specially made you seafood porridge today. Immediately, the atmosphere between the two women was charged with tension. I can't believe this either. Do we really have to watch women fight so early in the morning? But 2.5 seconds later, Chen Yuan lost that member worth billions. Just as he was preparing to come and make it up to me the next day, Su Lele also arrived. Brother Yuan, I also brought you breakfast. I guessed you were tired of the cafeteria food. It's been spreading all over the girls' dorm. I thought you knew. After realizing it was true, Lin Shutong felt even more desperate. She cried exceptionally loudly. The chorus of voices caused Lin Shutong to lose his mind. What? 10 million? Who did you hear that from? Is it true or not? It's what Wu Xiaofei from Zhao Yuqi's dorm said. They could hear him constantly muttering, Chen Yuan. They were a bit confused. Chen Yuan. Seems like you've heard too. Chen Yuan spent 10 million in Zhao Yuqi's live stream yesterday. Who knew this guy had that much money? I brought you some buns from the cafeteria. Let's go to class together. Turns out, after I helped him out yesterday, Lin Shutong walked back to the dorm in despair. His roommates watched him run back soaked in the heavy rain. This is the Chen's art of war. Early the next morning, I was just about to show Lao Air my secret to picking up girls. But suddenly, a soft voice called out to me. It was Uncle Lin, sweetly saying, Chen Yuan, the person who first reveals their needs is often at a disadvantage. Whoever confesses first loses. It's like two armies facing off. Momentum is key. If the enemy doesn't move, I won't move either. But I felt a bit uneasy. Only 94 points of affection. Is this much money not enough to win you over? Why not just confess directly? But I quickly dismissed this idea. Then, I only heard Su Leilei's shocked voice from the other side. Immediately, his affection level shot up rapidly. It didn't stop until it reached 94 points. He cried as he thanked Brother Yuan. I'll definitely repay you. Then, in a fluster, he gave me his bank account number. But the moment the money arrived, he was dumbfounded. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. How could it be 5 million? And he still has to deal with loan sharks demanding money every day. Now that Su Leilei has hit a dead end, he's come to me for money. He thought I would reject him without hesitation given the reason. But to his surprise, I asked him to send me his account number right away. Su Leilei was shocked. On the surface, he's a gold-digging joke. In reality, he lives in a doghouse of just a few square meters. It's all because his father is a gambler. Clearly worth millions. Yet he ends up broke from gambling. But you rejected it because it wasn't the latest model, or the one who knew you were shallow and vain, yet always believed you would come back one day. That Chen Yuan is already dead. Did you choose that for yourself? Chen Yuan, I was wrong. I was blind. Can you give me a chance to start over? The Chen Yuan you're talking about, is it the one who ran 10 kilometers to the emergency room at 3 a.m. behind your back? Or the one who saved up money for half a year to buy you a phone? I knocked the dagger from his hand, and threw him over my shoulder. Once he was unable to move, I prepared to leave with Zhao Liqui. At that moment, Lin Shuong rushed over and hugged my thigh. Huang Junkai immediately pulled out a knife from his pocket. Zhao Yuqi was scared stiff. Chen Yuan, be careful. But before Huang Junkai could act, I swiftly appeared in front of him. But unexpectedly, I shattered it with a single punch. There's no shame in Huang Junkai living off a woman, but acting tough while hitting a woman? That's a whole other level. That's downright despicable. Unable to beat me, but also earned me 20 enhancement points. I immediately allocated 10 points each to strength and physique. The next second, with my enhanced body, I countered him directly. Huang Junkai, cornered and desperate. Then he grabbed a bottle and was about to smash it on me. Chen Yuan still loves me after all. The favorability quickly surpassed 95 points. The system also notified me of a successful comeback. It refunded 10% of the 50,000 yuan I spent on him. Lin Shuong not only became my sim. I can't stand this cowardly behavior. Only hitting women. Aren't you ashamed enough already? Seeing me speak up for him, Lin Shuong's favorability skyrocketed. Huang Junkai suddenly slapped him hard. You bitch. Shut your damn mouth. If you keep talking nonsense, I will beat you to death today. This shameless bitch. Lin Shuong was stunned by the slap. You're talking nonsense. You were the one who asked me out first. You even said you were single. How could I possibly be involved with another woman? Everything I have is because of you. I could never betray you. Suddenly, he grabs Lin Shuong by the hair. It was her. She seduced me first. Wei Xiaoqing, how did you end up here? If I weren't here, how did you find out I was messing around with another woman behind your back? You're worse than a pig or a dog, you beast. Xiaoqing, you're mistaken. Unexpectedly, the next second, a strong woman angrily shouted, damn it, Huang Junkai. You used my things, and you even used my money to chase after girls. Huang Junkai was stunned. Just as Huang Junkai was about to pay, a bag was thrown right at him. I was dumbfounded. Is Chairman Zhao really that fierce? But he shook his head vigorously, denying it. I really don't understand what he's going on about. Does he think he looks cool doing this? Seeing that I'm unfazed, Huang Junkai threw out a few more. If it's too little, then he surprisingly came right in front of me. He waved a few bills. This is 500 yuan. You give me the spot. Looking at the pitiful few bills in front of me. Let's go eat somewhere else. Huang Junkai pulled him in for a hug. Are there many people? I think it's mostly familiar faces. As for me, I just love eating in crowded places. First it was Su Leilei. Now it's Zhao Yuqi. Does he really have that much charm? He immediately wanted to leave the place. Brother Junkai, there are too many people here. I didn't refuse at all. And at that moment, his ex-girlfriend Lin Shuong came to eat with her sugar daddy. He thought his eyes were deceiving him. Zhao Yuqi was actually serving food to Chen Yuan. I was completely stunned. What the heck? Did it go up just from having a meal? Then Zhao Yuqi even personally wrapped the food for me. Seeing such an enticing gesture. So wealthy, yet he's eating at a roadside stand with me. He must not want me to feel pressured. Chen Yuan really is a gentle flower standing high above. Then, under this kind of self-strategy, Zhao Yuqi's favorability increased by 10 points. Any more would have been too attentive. A little less and it would seem indifferent. Clearly, he was raised with strict discipline. This lobster, it's probably the smallest one he's ever had. Soon, the two of us arrived at the crayfish restaurant. I just casually wiped the table for him. Zhao Yuqi thought it was a sign of my gentlemanly manners. Truly worthy of someone from a noble family. Even in social interactions, I show perfect balance. Zhao Yuqi was already sitting on my little electric scooter, ready to set off. The greasy uncle was dumbfounded. How could I have such a girlfriend riding a little scooter? What's the point of me making so much money? Zhao Yuqi had stars in her eyes, thinking Chen Yuan looked so cool riding his bike. He was like a prince on a white horse. Seeing me in a daze. The greasy uncle said, "Young man, stop staring. You need to work hard and make money, or else beauties like this will be swept away by us uncles." Just as he was going on and on about the philosophy of life, the next day, I got on my scooter early for the meeting. A confident guy in a Mercedes next to me said, "Young man, are you waiting for someone too? I'm here to pick up my goddaughter." Soon, I spotted Zhao Yuqi. She wanted to invite me for lunch tomorrow afternoon. I felt a bit puzzled. Surprisingly, he didn't even ask where I got the money to send gifts. He simply said he wanted to treat me to a meal, to figure out what he was up to. That must be exactly right. Wu Xiaofei is really impressed. Novels can be misleading. You should read fewer CEO stories. Not long after, Zhao Yuqi sent me a message. Having been raised with elite education, he's tired of being looked up to by others. He just wants to live freely. Until one day, he met the girl he loves, and decided to bravely pursue her, as an ordinary person. But the next second, he was startled. Zhao Yuqi looked at her phone in surprise and said, "Xiaofei, I might actually know this rich guy. He seems to be the one who added me last time. He must be the son of some wealthy conglomerate. I should send a private message to thank him." Wu Xiaofei was speechless. Just now, she said pleasing men isn't a long-term solution. Now she's going to thank him. She really says one thing and does another. Do you know that person or not? I've said many times that I don't know him. Believe it or not. But after all, he sent so many gifts. Out of courtesy, winning a man's affection online is not a long-term solution. What's most important for a woman is to have a career. Independence in both finances and character is essential. Wu Xiaofei couldn't be bothered to listen to his lecturing. Instead, she was more concerned about the rich guy giving him gifts. Right, and my lock too. And this news has surged to the trending list again. Chi, you're going to be famous. You're about to become a big internet celebrity. Zhao Yuqi looks disdainful and embarrassed. Could this kid be some prince from a Middle Eastern oil country? The other streamers were also shocked. Mr. Yen has spent 10 million at the piano stream. Is he really into music today? Quick, bring me my triangle. If I can send you gifts, I can send gifts to others too. He really thinks he's a big deal. Someone shamelessly selling smiles thinks they can take me for a fool. Chairman Zhao, I've invested so much this time. Boss Yen is on a whole other level, coming in with sparks and lightning. Just now, they said Yen was taken down by him. What a boast without any preparation. I couldn't help but smile in satisfaction. Helpless, Xiaomi had to end the stream hastily. Sorry, guys. I have something to take care of and need to stop streaming. The chat was full of teasing. Saying the slap in the face came too fast. Xiaomier was a bit angry. This is so infuriating. Those gifts weren't even sent to me. At this moment, the staff relayed a message from the boss about what just happened. The boss needs an explanation from you. That one gift was 1,000 rockets. Zhao Yuqi and Wu Xiaofei, who were streaming from their dorm room, were both stunned. 1,000 rockets. This is going to make them rich. Thank you, Brother Yen, for the rocket. But 2.5 seconds later, he was dumbfounded. Because the rocket wasn't for him. It was for the other streamer, Kiki, on the opposite side. So soon, Xiaomi has already locked him in. He was quite pleased with himself, thinking, with my nurturing skills, I bet Mr. Yen has already been handled nicely by now. But the next second, Lonely Cigarette sent up a rocket. Xiaomi was thrilled. Brother Yen showed up. You better take a break. Even if your hands break, you still can't beat me. I have someone like Boss Yen, a big spender, backing me. Hearing this, the chat exploded. That's a top-tier godly tycoon. Zhao Yuqi plays the piano to boost her popularity. Xiaomi is on the side acting cute and playful. Even so, she still crushes with her overwhelming popularity. She said sarcastically, girl, seeing him so confident of victory, I smile wickedly. It's truly fate. You two are matched up together. I'll just hit your face good and hard. The PK started soon. At that moment, Someone invited Zhao Yuqi to a PK in her live stream. And that person was none other than Xiaomi, who had just been watching and observing. Oh wow, she matched with a new girl. Looks like this one's a sure win. She even shamelessly told me to watch her dance in her live stream. I was instantly furious. I spent a real 10 million yuan. There isn't even a binding relationship. I might as well give all my money to Chairman Zhao. She messaged me again. I wanted to ask her out. Try to lock in a simp relationship. But unexpectedly, she said her schedule was full, and turned me down. She's actually quite cute. Could she be the cold outside warm inside type? But her audience is really embarrassingly small. While I was still confused, Xiaomi saw me come online. It's okay, I still need a cushion. Su Lele has to push himself to the high ground. It's time to switch to Zhao Yuqi. I was just about to chat with her, but then I realized she was live streaming. He really likes me, and I messed everything up. Not long after, I discovered that Su Lele's favorability not only did not decline. Instead, it rose by 5 points. It seems that women really can't hold it blindly, but until you sort out your relationships, let's not see each other. Su Lele, how will you respond to such a strategy of playing hard to get, seeing how tolerant I am? Su Lele cried, but I coldly told him, Lele, I don't care about your past, but I feel like you're being too disrespectful to me, and disrespecting yourself. You can still use the card I gave you yesterday. Looking at Wang Yu, who I tricked into a limping state, Su Lele was speechless. What is this situation? Then he wanted to explain to me, Brother Yuan, he's just an ordinary friend of mine. What does a great man have to fear? Let's go back to the dorm. Forget about him and keep fighting. After achieving success and fame, let him regret his choices. Every day gnawing on steamed buns and eating pickled vegetables. But in the end, he still chose to cry in someone else's Mercedes. So, you see, those who betray us will ultimately become the driving force for our perseverance. He is from the Art Academy. He has been chasing Su Lele for half a year. I couldn't help but sigh. Your brother once chased a girl for 3 years. During those 3 years, I had 4 part-time jobs. My name is Chin Yun. What's your name? How long have you been chasing Su Lele? The other party told me. His name is Wang Yu. Who are you to me? Does my dating or not have anything to do with you? Just as Su Lele was about to confront the other person, I quickly stepped in front of her. Hello, classmate. Yet you won't even let me touch your hand. Looking at this familiar scene in front of me, I suddenly understand. This guy is Su Lele's sycophant. I am very familiar with this kind of temperament. Doing nails and ended up hugging each other. You really know how to do it. He must be really rich. He gets to hug and hold her. I've been chasing you for so long. At this crucial moment of deep feelings, a guy with glasses rushed out. He pulled us apart. Su Lele, didn't you say you were doing your nails with your best friend? Who is this guy? Seeing his reaction, I coldly sneered inside. He thinks he can control me. Be a good tool for me. Report the gold coins to me. Compared to your gift, I actually like you more. With just one move, Su Lele was completely flustered. Damn, he's way too good at flirting. Just as Su Lele was awkwardly about to take back her words, I grabbed her. If I don't get such good gifts in the future, how will you take responsibility? Then I pulled Su Lele closer. You had already planned how to reel me in. Unfortunately, I have been baptized by Lin Shuthong. We can never go back to the way things were. I asked calmly. Why did you give this to me? Because it was the first time I received a gift from a girl. Looking at her stunning smile, I hesitated completely. Su Lele, is this the bait you prepared for me? From the moment I spent money on you, don't be fooled by his appearance. I stayed up late to draw this for you. If you dare to throw it away, I won't let you off the hook. Su Lele's actions made my heart race. I was clearly here first. What does he count for? After Su Lele helped me out, she took out the sketch she personally drew for me. This is a gift for you, Brother Yuan. What exactly am I lacking compared to him? Before he could even feel wronged, a louder sobbing sound came from the side. I don't understand. What am I missing? Why him? Lin Shuthong's face darkened. His body trembled slightly, full of anger inside. Green Hair also sighed as he watched us leave. I don't get it. Give me a chance to treat you to a meal, to make amends. Su Lele generously showed off a bit. This is the outfit Brother Yuan bought for me. Look, does it look good? Watching the two of us flirting. Nickname, Straight Male Exhibition. She actually came to find him. I smiled apologetically. I really am such a jerk. I made a beautiful girl wait for me this long. I've been waiting for you forever. It was none other than Su Lele who appeared in front of me. The onlookers were shocked again. Isn't that Su Lele from the Art Academy? She's ranked 6th in the campus beauty list. That stumbled upon a dead rat. Stop pretending. At that moment, a soft, coquettish voice interrupted me. Yuan Gage, you're so slow. Humiliating yourself. I need to learn from you in this regard. Didn't expect just one sentence to set off green hair. Say that again, I dare you. You're just a blind cat. The green-haired one found trouble. You better know your place. Do you really think you can impress Goddess Xiao? As for me, you're definitely more impressive. After successfully getting the contact information, Zhao Yuqi was also bound to a simp target. Although her current favorability is 0, this trip was still worthwhile. Soon after school, everyone appreciates beauty, so why hide it? Sometimes the simplest approach is the most effective. As long as it's a girl, who doesn't like being pursued? Shutong, isn't Qinyuan your guy? Given the current situation, is something going on between you two? Hearing the sound of all the boys' hearts breaking, I just want to laugh. But something unexpected happened. Zhao Yuqi said little. She directly took out her phone. Alright, I'll scan you. Lin Shutong's roommate was dumbfounded. Wow, he really went for it. What a bold guy. So direct. Just watch how confident he is now. In a moment, he'll cry so miserably. Isn't my intention clear enough? I want to pursue Zhao Yuqi. It's the first time I've taken a direct shot. Zhao Yuqi is a bit taken aback. The whole classroom erupted in shock. Wu Xiaofei is also laughing. He's better looking than the last one. Are you also trying to join in? Do you have what it takes? I'm just shrugging. I'm not interested in the student council. The classmates around us started whispering. What's going on today? So much fun. This guy is really brave. He puts his face out there for others to step on. Yuqi. I'd like to get your contact info too. Zhao Yuqi's eyes lit up. My good looks impressed him a bit. I directly pulled out a QR code and asked, is that okay? So cowardly and slick. A toad wanting to eat swan meat. Get lost, will you? Before Wu Xiaofei could calm down, I came up to the two of them. I just want to join the student council. Zhao is the vice president, so I wanted to ask for advice. Wu Xiaofei immediately gave him 2 jabs. I see you're holding something back. Can't even admit you're hitting on her. A strong hand pulled him over. Zhao Yuqi's roommate, Wu Xiaofei, had a fierce look on his face and said, you're looking for trouble, aren't you? You want to mess with our Yuqi? What kind of crazy idea is this? Seeing this, green hair panicked. This is all a misunderstanding. Seeing Zhao Yuqi unfazed, he moved in even closer. Can I have your contact information to get to know you? Let's just consider each other friends. But in the next moment, a man, backed by his lackeys, walked up. Watch closely. See how I make him obsessed with me. Then, the green-haired man struck an incredibly flirtatious pose. Baby, let's exchange contacts. She just changed her appearance a bit. And now everyone's feelings for her are skyrocketing. But soon, I was troubled again. Speaking of which, how should Zhao Yuqi be tied down? At this moment. But I already have brother Jun Kai. Ah, my mind is such a mess. What if they start fighting? Who should I help? I really despise women like her. Lin Shutong and her roommates behind me looked a bit shocked. Is Qin Yuan even more handsome after a few days? Did he dress up just for you? Shutong hesitated. Lin Shutong looked embarrassed. Make all her pursuers back off in intimidation. But all of this, I will shatter with my own strength. A girl this hard to pursue, must give a big refund, right? This time, I will definitely win. As the campus queen and vice president of the student council at Huda, Zhao Liqui not only has a level 10 piano certification, but she's also the principal dancer of the ballet troupe and a national second-level athlete. Her outstanding talents, combined with her stunning looks, I saw my roommates eagerly rushing to class. When I asked, I found out it's a public lecture today. A chance to see the goddess Zhao Yuqi up close. Don't they usually run faster than us? Only then did I remember the scenery I missed while chasing after Lin Shutong. What's even scarier is, the live streaming software got bombarded by a bunch of streamers. They all came to me, hoping to get a share of the pie. Isn't this like stirring up a hornet's nest? Yet there isn't even a binding relationship. I thought I could bind with someone I admire. But unexpectedly, not even a single match occurred. Does it mean that binding relationships must meet in real life first? Then did I waste my money? I had already fallen asleep and completely forgot about it. But when I woke up the next day, I was dumbfounded. Damn it. I spent so much money. He wouldn't let it go to another loose woman. Then Xiaomier said in the live stream, President Yen, can you send me a private message? I'll give you moderator access. While he was anxiously waiting for my reply, this is what the director told him. The boss said, as long as you take down the lonely cigarette, you'll get a 10% bonus. He definitely won't let such a big spender get away. Even the streamer girls were excited. They quickly messaged that ultimate rich guy, lonely cigarette. Maybe we can get a share too. And Xiaomi is so excited that she can hardly contain herself. This can't be a dream, right? Somewhere I wasn't aware of. The executives of the streaming platform were shocked. Spending 10 million. Isn't that one of our plants? Could it be money laundering? I am also fed up with these people. They are all narrow-minded individuals. Let me give you a little financial shock. Soon, several special effects of fireworks appeared on the screen. They completely dominated the full screen. Oh my, 100 rockets. That's a million. At this point, the direction of the comments also shifted. Oh father, I have made a mistake. Brother, I am your long-lost younger brother. Seeing this, Xiaomi started to thank me for the rocket sent by my lonely brother. But the next second, he was shocked. At this moment, the rockets were flooding the screen. Even he, who had seen grand occasions, was dumbfounded. Those watching the live stream were also speechless. He would eat Oreos backwards. I couldn't help but laugh. So you want to trick me into food and drinks, huh? But this really is a great place for spending money. I directly sent a rocket first. Just then, I thought of the live streaming platform. As soon as I entered, I saw the #1 streamer, Xiaomi. My comment about wanting to be #1 immediately drew laughter from the entire chat. Someone said that if I donated 100,000, it's really disgusting. Just thinking about how Su Lele is spending too much money, makes him worry. That just makes me uncomfortable. Where else can I legally spend money on women like this? Could I have really misjudged him? No, I have to get to the bottom of this. Then he sent me a series of messages. But I looked at this green tea and got annoyed. I should quickly avoid distractions. I was just talking casually. He actually sent the money. My roommate was shocked. Qin Yuan really sent you money? Didn't you just break up with him today? Lin Shutong was a bit stunned. I sent a few polite words of comfort. Unexpectedly, Lin Shutong told me not to misunderstand. She was only with Huang Junkai for 50,000 yuan to treat her mother. The next second, I directly transferred 50,000 yuan. Lin Shutong screamed in the dormitory. I won't bother explaining anymore. Instead, I noticed that Lin Shutong is interested in me. We removed each other as friends out of frustration. Where am I supposed to go to gain favor now? I was counting on you to level up and make money. If you can't handle someone like Lin Shutong, how do you think you can deal with Su Lele? Listen to me for a moment. These women are too complicated. You can't grasp them. And what's with this outfit? Nothing much. Just went on a date with Su Lele. The brothers all tried to console Yuan. Don't get too down, okay? After shopping, Su Lele's favorability level shot up to 68. And my handsome image caught the attention of my dorm brothers. Chow Yuan, bro, what have you been up to all day? She just directly dragged me to the store to buy clothes. Then she helped me reshape my image. Soon, a handsome version of me emerged. Su Lele's affection for me also skyrocketed. So this guy can look this good with a bit of dressing up. The effect is worlds apart between the rich and the average guy. At this moment, Su Lele asked, you bought me so many things. Aren't you going to buy something for yourself? I answered truthfully because I have no money. Upon hearing this, Su Lele didn't say much. He pushed me away all of a sudden, annoyed. You jerk. At the same time, his favorability increased by 30 points. I sneered inside. As expected, when it comes to flirting, then consider this card my apology gift. My actions made Su Lele blush and her heart race. Seeing her frozen in place, I whispered, if you really feel bad about it, then you can repay me with your love. If I didn't like it, why would I be so bold? Then I immediately added 500,000 to the store account. Now Su Lele can just pick the newest items in the store. With a sincere expression, I said, if I scared you earlier. Weight, 49 kilograms. My favorite color is black. My favorite food is Korean cuisine. My shoe size is 37. I enjoy watching horror movies. But what I'm most afraid of is walking alone at night. Even I'd feel uneasy. Then I took the initiative. Su Lele is a junior at the Academy of Arts. She's 21 this year. Height, 165 centimeters. You've already spent so much money. It's such a big gesture for a first meeting. I was just joking. I understand that I probably scared Su Lele. After all, giving $1 million house right on the first meeting. At that moment, I confidently said, not enough space. Then I'll buy you another house. But this scared Su Lele terribly. It even made her like me less. By 5 points. That's not good, right? Until Su Lele was completely adorned in luxury brands, and could hardly carry any more. That's about it. If Qin Yuan buys any more, my rental place won't have enough space. Except for those 2 items, don't want them. Wrap up everything else for me. This small act of swiping the card has already made Su Lele's eyes sparkle with stars. Then I took her to sweep through the major brand lipstick stores in the perfume shop. Beautiful Su, are you really satisfied with just one bag? After saying that, I casually pointed in a few directions. This one, and that one. But you'll also earn enhancement points. After the 2 of them left, Su Lele charmingly asked, was my performance just now good? Where should we go next? I smiled wickedly, what's wrong? Was that going too far? Lin Shuthong. We have plenty of time. But unexpectedly, the system bound him to number 2. After completing the simp strategy, not only can you get cash back. You're so wonderful, darling. Lin Shuthong's eyes were filled with tears from the shock. He shoved me away. Chen Yuan, you really are too much. I couldn't help but laugh. Hearing this made Lin Shuthong grit her teeth so hard they nearly broke. Su Lele was adding fuel to the fire. Indeed, bags are just like boyfriends. They're all the best when taken from others. Then he stepped forward and hugged me. Thank you, darling. While I was thinking of ways to make money, Lin Shuthong was also being talked about by the staff nearby. They couldn't understand why some people look like rich second generations but are so stingy, while others seem ordinary, yet spend money without batting an eye. At this rate, if I buy a few more bags, Su Lele will become my loyal follower, but the cashback amount is too little now. The amount is just too small. You're not with me just for money, right? Upon hearing this, Lin Shuthong's face turned pale. Su Lele took the opportunity to snatch the bag back. Sorry, if you don't want this bag, I'll buy it. Lin Shuthong playfully replied, that was my lunar birthday. I also have a solar birthday. But the man remained indifferent. Listen, Shuthong. You know I don't like materialistic girls. He said to the man in front of him, Jun Kai, my brother. My birthday is coming up. Give me this bag as a present. The man was confused. Birthday? Didn't you just have your birthday? At this point, the waiter came over and asked Su Lele which one she liked. But upon asking, she found out the bag she liked was the last one. And it was still with Lin Shuthong. Seeing this, Lin Shuthong wanted to intimidate me. He quickly realized my presence. The situation was a bit awkward. Su Lele quickly stepped forward to smooth things over. Is she your ex-girlfriend? Looks like I came at the wrong time. I smiled slightly. You came at just the right time. I realized this guy was determined to put on an act today. What I didn't expect was that my ex-girlfriend was also here. At that moment, he was showing off the bag he liked in front of the so-called rich second generation. Hearing my surprised sound, soon he took me to a luxury store. Just to be clear, I'm not some gold digger. I just wanted to see your sincerity and attitude. Seeing the other person look a bit flustered, is this guy really a rich second generation? But he quickly realized, hold on. It's not impossible to add WeChat, but you have to go to a place with me first. Let's see how I can trick you. Because I directly transferred him 50,000. 50,000 is not a lot at all. You loosened your tongue. Then I took out my friend code and asked if this could add you on WeChat. My generosity also surprised Su Lele, dressed in cheap street clothes, and trying to flirt with girls. I'll show you what it means to lose face. But the next second, Su Lele was stunned. Do you have the ability? You'll know if you try. Su Lele generously pulled out a QR code. Today I want to treat all the classmates in the snack bar to some snacks. Why don't you pay for me? But he didn't take it seriously. If you want to flirt with me, you need to have the capability. The onlookers around also felt sorry for me. After all, Su Lele had just used 3 sentences to make a man spend 30,000. I couldn't help but laugh disdainfully. Just 30,000 yuan. I can also gain an additional 5 enhancement points. It can strengthen physical and mental strength as well as agility. Seeing me being so generous, Su Lele disdainfully said, with your kind of appearance, do you still want to act like a big spender? Let's use the woman in front of me as an experiment. Don't be angry, beautiful. I, young Master Chen, will cover all your expenses today. At this moment, the simp relationship is successfully bound. As long as I can turn the tables on Su Lele, but it can only be used by women. Once the other party becomes my simp, 1/10 of the spent amount will be refunded to me. At the same time, you can receive other rewards. Understanding the rules, I smirked devilishly. The other party will become my simp. I was instantly struck like lightning. Damn it. Turns out the 9,000 trillion is for women to spend. The system explained in detail. 9,000 trillion has been deposited on this card. What appeared before me was detailed information about the girl. Turns out her name is Su Lele. Her attractiveness score is 7.9. Her favorability towards me is -50. The system prompts, if you can raise this girl's favorability to over 95 using the simp system, you'll achieve a comeback. Just as I was curiously examining the cheat's use, a stern shout brought me back to reality. You pervert, have you stared enough? You've been staring at my chest since just now. Are you crazy? If I simp for one, I'm a simp. If I simp for many, I'm a player. My strong will move the heavens. A system called Ultimate Simp chose me. And the only feature of this cheat was gifting me 9 quadrillion. Heartbroken, I went to the store to drink and vent my frustration. Why is it that sincerity is always discarded? Is money the only way to buy love? I made up my mind. A simp must never give up easily. Because back then, I was chasing after the class beauty. I willingly became the class beauty's simp. But my sincere love didn't move her at all. Instead, she dumped me 365 times in a year. In the end, the goddess I loved still chose to cry in the jerk's BMW. I knew he'd definitely try to show off today, but what I didn't expect was, my ex-girlfriend was here too. At that moment, she was showing off a bag she liked in front of the so-called rich guy. But seeing this, I felt nothing at all. The school beauty invites the whole school to dinner, but when it's time to pay, she wants me to foot the bill. I thought I would embarrass myself in front of my classmates as a poor student. Instead, I didn't say much and directly transferred 500,000. He looked utterly shocked.